Hell yeah, god damn it, we back with some of that good old ghetto gospel. Now, I've been having some technical difficulties. So if anybody is out there from either side, shout out to people on YouTube and Twitter and to whoever watching this on the replay in the near future. Now, as I do this, let me plug my motherfucking computer in. We're gonna be here for a good time. I do want to have a discussion of what I believe to be a divine gift of creating your own lane. You know, first of all, let me figure out what the fuck going on. I just was appalled at myself for not being subscribed to my motherfucking self. So, um, I have to subscribe to my motherfucking self. Just did that. Um, I was trying to drop a motherfucking link. Then I dropped the link and like, damn, I in order for the link to be active, I gotta mob myself up. So now I gotta go back and forth. Something that I'll do later. That's why if you are, if you're interested out there in becoming a mod for the Trill Pill Digital, I don't need any mods for the regular Trill Pill page. The mods are locked in over there. They locked in. Nothing is being dropped. Nothing is being. I ain't one of these niggas that just move around they wrenches like it ain't shit. And it's an honorary wrench over there that also belonged to Coach Dude before that Coach Dude had for a long time before he passed, and long live Coach Dude. So everything over there, I'm leaving alone. And this page is strictly to uses two things, of course, to promote content on that page as well and build that page as well, but also build up this new page too, which is Trill Pill Digital, which is the link I'm trying to motherfucking find. So when you go on your phone, you're going on your TV. Let me take this shit down real quick. I was listening to Rally Boys earlier. If you ain't from Dallas, you don't know who the Rally Boys is. If you ain't from Dallas, you need to know who the Rally Boys are. If you really want to know Dallas history, if you really want to know, since I know people are infatuated with Dallas and the history and shit like that, this shit started way before Mo 3, Long Live 3, but several people paved the way for us to be able to have a Mo 3, for us to be able to have a Duro, a DSR. You know, you got to learn about the Rally Boys. You got to learn about K Rock. You got to learn about Pimpster. You got to learn about certain ones that paved the way in Dallas for this to happen. And a lot of the questions that you've been asking, you'll find the answers there as well. If you're in the history like me, you know what I'm saying? I love hip hop. So, um, you know, I just get all off in the culture. And that's a whole nother hours of conversation. But before I get into that, I just want to show you what the Trill Pill digital page looks like for niggas that know and ones who don't. Let me share this shit real quick. This is what it looks like. I be having to walk this shit to niggas' doorsteps. Sometimes, this is what it looks like. The images on the screen are subject to change. As you can see, Rally Boys right there in the corner. I wasn't lying about listening to the Rally Boys. They right there in the corner. Shout out to Cotton Mouth. You understand me? Shout out to Big Ben, Just Know. You feel what I'm saying? And yeah, shout out to the Rally Boys. But anyway, the OGs. But this is what it looks like. You know what I'm saying? Yes, we do have content over here. It's enough for you to binge watch. You know what I'm saying? People keep saying, "Oh, you're not consistent enough. You're not live enough." And it's like, y'all gotta realize, you know what? I realized that a lot of people are not really aware of what content really is because they've been conditioned to look at some of the bullshit as content, whatever. But I'm giving you what it is right here. You might want to get it before I put a price to it. Actually, there's a price about to be attached to it pretty soon on different platforms, but we'll talk about that in the near future for the ones who give a damn. This is a very, detailed and, shout out to Trill Pill. You know, I even got playlists for you niggas, so you niggas don't have to go looking for videos. Everything is right here in the playlist. God damn it, even the video game therapy is right there. I'm gonna crank that back up soon. I'm trying to get my shit right. True World Order coming back soon. I'm gonna get my shit right. It's been a lot of strange news out lately, such as sperm racing and a bunch of other weird shit they doing that awful shit. But a lot of this shit is right here and it's right for you. I don't hide it. You know what I'm saying? It's right there in front of your face. It's all there. Upcoming slates, past videos. God damn it, we doing it. All right. So shout out to me and shout out to y'all. But shout out to me. You know what I'm saying? Cause shit, this shit tough. Shit. This shit hard now. Shit. Fuck y'all thought. But anyway, let me bring up these real quick. The divine gift of creating your own lane. Now, some of you have known if you've been here before, if you've been around this area, this little part of the internet, this little crevice, this little corner, this little crease, you know a lot about me and my platform. And from the very beginning, I've always tried to carve out my own lane. It's a lane that at first when I started it, I didn't really understand what was ahead, but I also didn't understand that was a part of the journey. Let me do a sound check real quick. Hold on real quick. Let me sound check myself, make sure I sound like Beagle Borg or some shit. Hold on. All right, we good. Let me plug my phone up. But I've been on my own journey. Like I was saying, I didn't understand what I was going through when I first started. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to go through the whole origin of how I first started. I went through that the last two videos. Make sure y'all watch those videos to tell you how I got to the point to start this shit. But um, I didn't understand that. Number one, I don't know what the fuck is going to happen. Number two, not knowing what the fuck is going to happen is a part of creating your own lane. You know, it's really a part of carving out your own purpose. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, your own path for your purpose. A lot of things that happened in my life brought me here. You feel what I'm saying? And I'd be a fool to tell you that I've always been on this path. I've always stayed linear on the path. At some points, I kind of got knocked off a little bit, and I had to come back. You know what I'm saying? I gotta have to come back. I had to grab the goddamn machete and chop my way back to the path. You feel what I'm saying? But all those are a part of why we are here, in my opinion. You feel what I'm saying? Now, I have been on a spiritual journey. You understand me? A lot of goddamn, uh, 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 uh goddamn me meditating. You understand me? A lot of goddamn grounding. You understand me? Taking my shoes off, grounding myself in the parks. You know, see, I might do it after work, before work. Nigga be like, what the fuck that nigga doing? Bitch, don't worry about it. I'm grounded. You understand me? This ain't for y'all, this is for me. Nigga be out there, dusty jeans, dusty, fresh off from work. Oh shit, let me stop by the park real quick. Find me a little spot of grass for like 3 minutes, stand right there, close my eyes, to walk back to my car. You feel what I'm saying? Or early in the morning, I might get up and drive somewhere, you know, go walk somewhere, you know, or I might just do it here. You know, I might just sit, meditate, start levitating off the motherfucking ground. You never motherfucking know. You feel what I'm saying? What's good with the trap? What's good? So, this is what it's about. You feel what I'm saying? In my opinion, I do feel like um we all have a path that we have to take. You know, I try not to constantly drill niggas over the head, pause, with oversaturated rhetoric, if that makes any sense. So I kind of go the extra length creating something that's original, creating something that's authentic, you know. Um, and so as we've been doing for the last 3, 4 videos, y'all know Trill Pill got motherfucking vision. We taking these fuck niggas back to school, man. You know what I'm saying? We getting back to the origins. You know what I'm saying? Some of these niggas don't know what it means to actually, you know, really just hone in on shit. I know a lot of these niggas is out here just wondering. And I can tell they just wandering through life because of some of the decisions that they making. And the only reason that I know that, and we know that, is because we've wondered at times. And sometimes we still wonder what the fuck going on. Sometimes we get knocked off our path and make some fucked up decisions. Fucking with the bitch we know we should have no business fucking with. You know what I'm saying? Going over here, we know you ain't got no business going over there. And then every time you do some shit that you ain't supposed to be doing, God got a funny way of thumping on your motherfucking forehead. You feel what I'm saying? Um, so without further ado, goddamn it, this is the goddamn divine gift of creating your own path. You feel what I'm saying? Um, so for this is the first of 3 parts, right? And let me pull up my other shit right here. You know, we dedicated over here. As I get my shit right, we're gonna pull up the goddamn multi screen on the computer. Shout out to investing in yourself. You know what I'm saying? But so um I appreciate that trap for shit show. Shit show. I appreciate it. Um in a world filled with noise and distractions, there exists a quiet invitation, a spiritual calling to step away from the crowd and create your own path. It is a call to discover the deeper truths of who you are and to honor those truths by embracing the unique journey that only you can walk. Let me add some motherfucking music behind this. Like the mother niggas be doing. I gotta add my music, I gotta add my special little music, my little, let me find some good music. The music. Oh, all right. Lock back in. It is a call to discover the deeper truths of who you are and to honor those truths by embracing the unique journey that only you can walk. Right. This is not just a call to success, it's a call to a soul deep alignment, right? It's a path that isn't dictated by the expectations of others, but guided by the truth that dwell deep within you. Now, the world, let me take a little swig or I do a lot of talking. So, the world tells us and conditions us of what success is and how success is measured by following in the footsteps of those who came before it, right? So by adhering to predetermined formulas, by blending with, into the fabric of what society has deemed as, acceptable, for instance, this imaginary timeline that told us from this age to this age, you got to do this. From this age to this age, you got to do that. From this age to this age, you got to do this. Now, for us, as men, this is less of a strain on us, but I know, with women, they got like biological clocks, quote unquote, and shit like that. So I think it's a little bit different for them. But for the most part, besides that, we're going to take that out of the equation, right? Hold up real quick. Let me see what's the whole invisible timeline, we ain't got to do that. I always ask myself, where the fuck did that come from? Who said that we got to get married from this age and that age? Who said we got to have kids from this age to this age? Like, who said that? Like, who predetermined these things? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, why the fuck do we come out the womb wanting some motherfucking McDonald's? Why the fuck? Like, it's conditioning. You feel what I'm saying? Like, we've been conditioned to like a lot of shit. And it got us in the loop now where everything is on some type of weird autopilot, right? So, but what I believe is within you lies a voice, right? It's a unique voice that's yours. And that beckons you to listen closely, and it whispers to you that your greatest potential doesn't lie in becoming someone else, but in becoming fully unapologetically. Let's get that shit straight. Unapologetically. God damn it, break that shit down in the syllables yourself. To be able to create your own lane, in my opinion, it's an act of spiritual courage. It's about listening to the rhythms of your heart, trusting the wisdom that dwells deep within you, and stepping onto a path that honors your soul's true essence. It's too many niggas out here copycatting shit. We've been conditioned. And I hate saying the words over again, but it's just what it is. Until I find a synonym for condition, I'm gonna keep saying it. But a lot of music sounds the same. There's a distinct music between eras where, I'm a 90s baby. Why all this shit popping up at the wrong fucking time? Everybody shit the fuck up. All right, so there's a my comments. Hey, hold on. Hey, save me. We blogging, baby. You know what I'm talking about? We blogging, man. You feel me? Yeah, we ain't here this whole, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, hey, no bullshit. Boy, that shit is something about unapologetically. I have to break it down. Unapologetically. You know what I'm saying about? Yeah. Yeah, hell yeah, man. We blogging, baby. You feel me? But nah. But it's all about what? Where was I? Oh yeah. It's too many niggas copycatting. There's a distinct difference, and I'm gonna try my best, especially on this Trill Pill digital page, try to keep it lenient to hip hop, because I love hip hop. I love the culture. I love being from where I'm from, and I also love other places and how they get down and how they, you know what I'm saying? I just love culture. So I'm a 90s baby, right? So by the time I was 10 years old, it was 2000. So I started to, know music. My big brother, we 13 years apart. And when he left to go to the University of Michigan to play football, he would always bring back music. You feel what I'm saying? Whenever I was around him, he would always have music. Whenever, even before that, when I was a kid, him and his partner would be listening to Devin the Dude and, you know what I'm saying, shit like that. So I just love music, but I have a distinct notion that for us who really listen to music, we can already tell a lot of these niggas now are doing the same thing. Versus back then, where they was back then in the 90s, even beyond that, 80s, 70s, 60s. But all the way up until I think the 2010s, everybody had a distinct style. Some styles may have been similar, but everybody went the extra way to be different. Nowadays, everybody sound the same. Everybody using the same producers. Everybody doing the same sound with the same producers, and you get a bunch of shit that just sounds regular. And in my opinion, that lowers the value of music. You feel what I'm saying? Versus back then, if a nigga caught you using the style, nigga fuck around gonna slap the shit at you when he sing you at the goddamn Source Awards or the Ozone Awards. Nigga gonna come and see about you. Why you using my terms? Why you using my style? Why you dressing like me? Why you doing that? You'll hear people, especially in the South, our pioneers in the South, because we had to do music a different way. We couldn't be like them up north because shit, they wasn't fucking with us. So when the first time they heard a UGK or an 8 Ball or an Outkast or a Goody Mob or motherfucking, just anybody from the side, it'll sound different. Like, damn, what the fuck they doing down there? You know what I'm saying? But everybody had a distinct, you feel what I'm saying? When they heard of David Banner, when they, you know what I'm saying? Just when they heard different shit. So I apply that to my life as well, right? When you look at the content world, everybody's doing something that's similar. You feel what I'm saying? Now I know a piece of that is just by, I guess the word would be attrition. You feel what I'm saying? Like it'll just be by just because it's popular, So you're gonna have ones who just do shit because it's popular. Niggas gonna doing shit, okay, that shit making money, especially like when it's lucrative. So nigga gonna do something because it's making money, he making money. But for those of us who kind of have a little bit more, it's kind of like I could do what everybody else is doing, but I'm not everybody else. Like it's something that's I don't know whether it's an innate thing, but it's something in me that I'll be bothered if I copy somebody else's style. If I didn't like it, to me, a lot of this shit trumps any level of any metric, right? Of course, I want my shit to be doing good numbers and things like that, but I don't give a fuck how many numbers it does if it ain't authentic to me. If I can't call it myself, the last thing I want a nigga to say is, yeah, he got that style from me. He got this from me. You know what I'm saying? Cause if niggas do say that, I got content on top of content on top of content to prove niggas wrong. To the point where I can even notice because I know how I think and I know how I talk and I know how I create. Where niggas, I can tell niggas been listening. I'm like, damn, nigga, this shit only got. I put it like this because, and sometimes these bigger creators sometimes will take your idea. They see your video and you might be saying some dope shit. Your video got 8 views. They said on they shit get 8,000 views. You feel what I'm saying? And niggas in the crowd like, oh, he said some cold shit. He one of the realest niggas ever. Not knowing that the shit that they following is not even the person that they following. That he got that shit from another nigga. You feel what I'm saying? So he pillaging the game. You understand me? He getting this shit. Ain't nobody seen this over here. This shit got 8 views over here. And I've experienced it happen to me personally. You know what I'm saying? Which if it's frustrating, but at the same time, it amuses me because I know, nigga, this shit comes from me. From God, nigga. This shit comes from God, nigga. You know what I'm saying? And if I don't say, I don't know. That's just how I look at it, but I can't stop it because that means I would have to stop myself from doing it. But it is what it is, you know, but I am aware that at first I wasn't, you know, when niggas was saying, hey, so-and-so, nigga, this shit kind of sound like what you said the other day or so-and-so. Sometimes it might be some similarities, but it's certain shit that I say and how I say it, how I form it, and I know better because I know niggas can't explain it the way I do. So that's why I be telling y'all to ask these content creators why. And ask, like, don't just sit up there and be in the chat and put emojis down when these niggas say some shit that you're not sure about. Ask these niggas why, and then when these niggas get frustrated, that'll give you your answer. These niggas get frustrated when you ask why, and the reason why they get frustrated because they know that that's not an original thought, so they don't know why. They can't expound on it because if they expound, if they start to try to explain what the fuck they just said, you'll figure out very shortly, like, no. You know what I'm saying? Maybe, you know, you start having these question marks off in your shit. You feel me? So, to close this first part off, as you stand off on the threshold of your new path, whatever it is, you might be doing music, you might be doing content, you might be building some shit, you might goddamn be trying to be the best Pokemon player in the fucking world. I don't motherfucking know, but whatever your new path is, you begin to feel a sense of alignment, right? It feels right. You know, it doesn't feel out of bounds, you know. But the path is not always clear, but it's meaningful. And you know, you have a higher call to answer. And now it's time to walk the sacred journey of authenticity and purpose, which is gonna be slide number 2. I got slides for niggas. Come on now. Check out my detail. Ain't nobody fucking with me. All right, anyway. Walking up sacred path. Shout out to you, Low Keys. Shout out to everybody out there. Shout out to Low Keys. Once you begin walking your own path, you would quickly realize that the journey isn't about following someone else's blueprint. It's about aligning with your inner truth, walking in step with your purpose, and trusting that each step is a part of greater divine plan. Your authenticity becomes the beacon that lights the way. Now, like I was saying earlier for part 1, right, about the music and how people have their own distinct styles. Like you can obviously tell with somebody. Like I'm gonna go back to music because it's linear to me with this shit because it is content. At the end of the day, you can tell that UGK is from Texas. You can tell that the Outkast is from Georgia. You can tell like Trick Daddy is from Florida. You can tell Jay-Z's even from New York. Like you can tell Too Short is from the Bay, and it's like you can just tell like Kendrick is from LA. You can tell, you just tell certain things. You know what I'm saying, by certain tones. It's the authenticity, right? And in my opinion, the authenticity is a divine force, and it's the true reflection of your soul, unshackled by external expectations or limitations. When I look at somebody like a Pimp C, right, or Pimp C was somebody who I thought about with making this shit because his whole thing was these niggas don't fuck with us, so we doing our own shit. Fuck a hip hop, nigga. This country rap tunes. This is just carving our own way. That's all that was to me. That's what when I hear him talk, it's much more than just the like sometimes it's Pimp C talking and sometimes it's Chad Buller talking. And when Chad Buller get to talking, that's the Chad Buller that the music industry deemed dangerous and why whatever had to whatever. You understand what I'm saying? Because it was he was trying to bring unity amongst us. But when he first came out, niggas wasn't feeling how the fuck, we sounded. That's for the whole South. Like when goddamn, shit, the South got something to say. When goddamn Dre got up there and shit, the South got something to say, nigga. Like, y'all can act like y'all don't hear what the Goody Mob talking about. Y'all can act like y'all don't hear what 8 Ball and MJG talking about in this music. That's why I go back to that period of time when it was one of my favorite songs is I want to say it's MJG's debut album. I want to say that album came out in 1996. I think it's called what's the one with the Confederate flag on it. But the first track on that, I think it's called Glory or some shit like that. I'm gonna to make sure. But the first song on that album is called Keep Your Mind. Right? So he's walking you through, he kind of talk you through it. And he's basically detailing life and telling you to keep your mind like nigga, take care of your motherfucking brain, nigga. You feel what I'm saying? Like it's gonna be a lot of shit that's gonna try to keep you from doing whatever the fuck you gotta do to make your money, to live your purpose, but keep your mind. You feel what I'm saying? So they was trying to, in my opinion, block certain messages out of the music, especially from the South, because we had a different tone to it. We had a different message to it. A lot of that Goody Mob shit was different. You understand what I'm saying? Like the 8 Ball and MJG, the early 8 Ball and MJG shit was different. Shit, the early UGK was different. They'll give you the caricature, you know what I'm saying? All that shit, but they gonna give you the real shit on the B-sides. All that shit was just to bring you to listen to the album. See, that's back when niggas had CDs and CD Bibles. So all that shit was just to get you there. Once they got you there, they gonna tell you about this shit. They gonna tell you about what's going on in their life. Like they had a distinct way of expressing themselves. Like Scarface had a distinct way of expressing himself through his music. Zero had a distinct way of expressing himself. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna tie that into what I got going on next with the next shit, but all that is being authentic. You feel what I'm saying? And the reason why it resonates to us is because it's authentic and we understand that shit. Excuse me. We understand that shit. That's why it resonates. That's why a lot of that music we still listen to, we can loop that shit over and over again because it speaks to a different side in our spirit. That shit, I always say, being a real nigga is spiritual. Like before, I don't really pay attention to the quote unquote real nigga aesthetic. I don't care about nigga tattoos, a nigga like aesthetic. A nigga may look the same. Nigga may wear the real nigga attire. Maybe nigga probably just putting on a uniform and he cosplaying a real nigga. We gonna be able to tell. You feel what I'm saying? Being a real nigga don't have anything to do with where you grew up at. It's about, are you authentic to who you are? Wherever you from, do you stick to that script? You feel what I'm saying? Whatever you say, do you stick to that script? Can I look at you and hear you talk and see that you about what you about? You feel what I'm saying? Shit like that. So to be authentic is to step into your power. It's to express yourself fully without fear, without apology. And it's the courage to show up in the world as you are without trying to fit into molds that were never designed for you. And the beauty about all that shit is that it doesn't need to prove itself. It simply is. And when you live from this place and you allow your light to shine bright, illuminating the way for others to do the same. You feel what I'm saying? I feel like through me doing this, it's giving people courage to go do whatever the fuck they gotta do. I've heard that before. That's been told to me. I've been doing this shit since I was a child. As far as my support system has always encouraged me to be me. They never tried to mold me into anything else or force me into doing some other shit. You feel what I'm saying? Even my friends, like, of course you got the pressures. I grew up in South Dallas. Of course, all of y'all know, but I never had the pressures of doing anything I didn't want to do. You feel what I'm saying? So whether you know, I was always a evenly odd kid, if that makes any sense. But one thing people that grew with me say, he like, shit. That nigga Sneed was always doing his own thing, nigga. Shit, if I was doing this, he was doing that. Simple as that. Everybody wearing Air Force Ones. I didn't want the Valentine Day Air Force Ones. I wanted some different shit. You can give me some other shit because everybody got these. Everybody doing this, I'm gonna do some other shit. I don't fuck with it. It just, some might say I'm a contrarian at heart, but it is what it is. I just look forward to having my own way of doing shit. You feel what I'm saying? To have my own thought. Like, all that old groupthink shit is why, in my opinion, excuse me, had the goddamn burp. Goddamn. In my opinion, this groupthink shit is why I think content as a whole is at the place where it is today. And that's music, movies, all the way down to us doing this shit on YouTube, right? It's because a lot of people don't have an original thought. They never created anything in their body. Like, they never created nothing. So everything they do, we dealing with a bunch of followers, and these followers crumble. They crumble when they get these big audiences. They crumble when they come on here as characters. We don't watch niggas come on here as characters and fucking crumble right in front of our eyes. You feel what I'm saying? And for a lot of us who fuck with these people, we don't know until they crumble, you know? So, but it's crazy to watch that, to know, like, damn, this nigga done turned into a motherfucking cookie. This nigga done crumble right before our eyes, and it's appalling. And it's like, damn, you know what I'm saying? So how much, at what part in your life do you feel like people wouldn't fuck with you because you wouldn't being you? You feel what I'm saying? We done seen people because we are visible on this shit. It's part of being a content creator. We done seen people become shells of themselves and have an identity crisis of who the fuck they really are. You know, they keep questioning themselves. Some of these niggas, I heard a nigga the other day, nigga that everybody like, everybody fuck with, he keep going back and forth on his sexuality. Look, nigga, at this point, At this point, like niggas is questioning themselves, you know, say because this shit right here, and I'm gonna tell you like the last video, it was all about a mirror, right? Once you cut this screen off, all the lights on this screen off, this shit is a mirror. The only like you gotta be able to look yourself off in the eyes and be like, damn, nigga, I wouldn't. You feel what I'm saying? And that takes courage. You feel what I'm saying? But the authenticity alone, it isn't enough. The purpose is, in my opinion, the divine thread that ties everything together. And it's what gives you life. It's what gives your life direction and meaning. And your purpose is not something that you find externally, in my opinion. It's something that you feel deep within. Pause. Something that stirs your heart and fuels your spirit. And purpose transcends the fleeting desires of the world. And that purpose is somewhat eternal, in my opinion. I don't know where I would be without purpose. What's up, Perk? What's going on, baby? I don't know where I would be without having a purpose, right? I don't know where this page would be. Look, I'm gonna tell you this. We gonna keep it funky because that's the only way that I know how to keep it with people that fuck with me. This page would have been gone a long time ago if I didn't have it with a purpose. You feel what I'm saying? In my opinion, I know I'm creating a great quality of work, a great, you know, a hell of a catalog I've built. You know what I'm saying? That I built over on the Trill Pill page and even coming over to Trill Pill Digital and starting this new page up. I've noticed, hold on real quick. I've just noticed the quality of what I'm doing. You feel what I'm saying? And I love what I do. And I feel like in order for me to keep doing whatever the fuck I'm doing, it's gonna take somebody to have a purpose behind this shit. You feel what I'm saying? So that's why I can continue to still pop shit when niggas say, oh, why is this nigga ain't, what the fuck? You know, because I don't grade myself by certain metrics. I don't, you know, don't get me wrong. A part of this content creation shit and whatever this life shit is, or this content shit is rather, it does, the numbers are a part, but in my opinion, they're not everything. These companies, like these big corporate companies, don't only care about your numbers because they can push ads. Like you gotta realize, like you only the middleman. You feel what I'm saying? Like you the runner. So that's why we gotta work on. I can't even. Oof. Detaching yourself from this shit, which is hard because YouTube and Google got shit sold up, but to use this shit as a tool to promote whatever you have. You feel what I'm saying? YouTube is not everything. It's several platforms you can spread this shit out on. You understand me? So don't be afraid if you're a content creator to just do something different and move your shit around, shop your shit around. You feel what I'm saying? Or in any genre of life that you're in, it ain't gotta be content. You know, this is not content exclusive. This is all about just carving your own lane out in your life. You feel what I'm saying? It was a point of time where I didn't know what the fuck I was gonna do at all in my life. I was like, oh my God, goddamn, boy, we done came up here to Oklahoma, boy, we done, you know what I'm saying? We done gotta be pregnant up here, but we having kids, nigga. We want to be, yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's just a whole bunch of shit. It's like, you nigga, you know. And I've gotten at that point, I feel like I was not a shell of myself, but I was just going through the motions. And that's why I say, you know, this is a divine gift because and I'm not a very religious person, but I do believe in God for shit show. So Um, I remember praying one night, but like, man, man, goddamn, you know what I'm saying? And this how I talk to God, because I think God is, God is a real nigga. Nigga was a carpenter, nigga built out, nigga 9 to 5, nigga, man, nigga, real nigga, stand up guy. I mean, that's Jesus, but anyway, Jesus was a real nigga. Shout out to him too. But I talk to God like this. This how this is my prayer shit. Hold up. God damn, God. Man, nigga been going through it. You feel what I'm saying? So shit. Going forward, I'm just trying to make sure that, I got whatever I need, and whatever my family needs and shit. Everybody who ain't for me, God, get them out of my motherfucking way. That's how I talk to Jesus. Yeah, you hear me? Anybody send Jesus down here to get these fuck niggas out the way, man. You feel me? I don't want to hurt them, Lord. You feel what I'm saying? But I don't know who is in my way. That's why I'm praying to you, God. God damn it. So if you fuck with me, fuck with me. You feel me? That's how my prayer kind of goes at nighttime. I talk to God and Jesus or whoever the supreme power is. I talk to them like, God damn, like my partners, because I truly believe, you know, real ones. But that's how I do it. Now, little did I know it'll be people that I would have never even thought of. And that's how that shit kind of worked. But through all that, it brought me back to my purpose. It brought me back to being able to do the shit that that created the texture of me, So getting back to being creative, getting back to doing my art, getting back to painting ceramics. Like I used to paint ceramics with my mama and my pops and my big brother Sean, and we used to go down to the Kwanzaa Fest and go sell ceramics way back when they was, you feel what I'm saying? So we used to sell ceramics and do shit like that. So I've gotten back to doing something that I was doing it as a kid. I've gotten back to doing art. You feel what I'm saying? I done went back to just getting back to me. You feel what I'm saying? Sometimes life can kind of carry you into a drift, and eventually, if you believe in yourself and if you believe in God, So I know some people that they believe in the book, but I believe in God. You feel what I'm saying? And although I read all those books, but I take what I take from it, and everybody should read. Perp says, should everybody talk to him in their own way? And he had to, yeah, exactly, for sure. So that's when I say the divine gift of creating your own path. That's where it get divine at. Is the ice cream truck outside? What the fuck going on? Anyway, getting distracted. But that's the divine part in it, right? Because like I said before, the authenticity is not enough. You need the purpose to drive it. You feel what I'm saying? But it is what gives your life direction and meaning. Your purpose is not something that you find externally. It's something that you feel deep within, something that stirs your heart and fuels your spirit, and it transcends the fleeting desires of the world. Like when you on your purpose, like you can tell, like when you lock in, like the kids say lock in, nigga. You know what I'm talking about? They say lock in. So that's how that you gotta lock in. And when you lock in, a lot of that shit that you'll figure out, a lot of that shit's not important. You know what I'm saying? The hoes ain't important. You feel what I'm saying? The weird ass nigga, like this half the shit that you see on your news feed is not of any importance. Ain't nobody really giving you what you need to kind of push you through. Some of that shit is just entertainment, and I do believe in a balance. You feel what I'm saying? I think sometimes, me personally, I think you need a little bit of bullshit. If you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, you working hard, you doing this. Sometimes you gotta decide a time where you can kind of relax and ease your brain and wind your brain down. You feel what I'm saying? But everything works in a balance. You feel me? But 98% of this shit that they push on our timelines is information that we can't motherfucking use. We can't use why Tracy Ellis Ross was dressed like a motherfucking stupid ass. We can't use that. A lot of this shit we can't really use. And in my opinion, there is a war. It's warfare going on, not just off in these streets in America, but in these digital lanes. There's a war going on. And it's between what people deem as content. How can something that's so important get suppressed down when the shit that's not important gets raised up, right? It's like a lot of the entertainment is only focused on the carnal part of the mind that makes any sense. Like it's only on the entertainment. Like that's important to have in its own right. But how does a lot of this shit change like this? Like it's like how the fuck are we in 2025? And how the fuck we ain't got no more reading rainbow, nigga. Niggas done not shadow man, but niggas done boxed out LeVar Burton and Reading Rainbow. Think these kids still need Reading Rainbow? All the educational shit that we had, I don't see Smokey the motherfucking Bear no more. I don't see motherfucking goddamn Dare shit, the goddamn Crime Dog, Rough McGruff. I don't see none of this. We had the shit down pat with the education. We was finding ways as a country to not only entertain this shit, but to educate. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, we gonna have some shit that's made for just entertainment. We're gonna also have this shit over here too. Make sure before you get your entertainment, make sure you get your knowledge too. Make sure you do your science too. Like it's important for us to keep telling these kids that, in my opinion, because these kids are like, especially as millennials. So if you grew up late 80s, you understand me, up until now, we already know that the kids are always the marketing plan. You feel what I'm saying? So we were the kids in the 90s. The millennials were used as a marketing scheme. They told us we had to go to college. They told us we had to drink milk. They put all our favorite heroes up on motherfucking milk posters in our goddamn school. Stone Cold, Ray Lewis, Roy Jones Jr. You mean tell me I'm not gonna drink no milk when I'm an adolescent and I see motherfucking Stone Cold drinking milk? Rock drinking milk? You know what I'm saying? We gonna drink milk, but that's just a way of them conditioning us all to find out. Yeah, ain't no Smokey. Perk, ain't no more Smokey. I remember walking in the hallways and just seeing a motherfucking big ass dog walking through the hallway doing the shit. You feel what I'm saying? They don't have nobody. What's up, Sarah? Shout out to you. Thank you for being here. We don't have no motherfucking Smokey, no goddamn Crime Dog McGruff giving little kids pencils. They can give us little niggas pencils and motherfucking papers and shit, you know what I'm saying? Just important shit. Like these kids don't have that anymore. Like their entertainment is all digital. And I got 3 kids. I got a 15-year-old, a 10-year-old is about to be 11 in a few days, and an 8-year-old. So I'm watching them. You feel what I'm saying? And I have to meet them at there. And I think this ties into them creating their own path. Us creating our own path is we have to be able to understand, like, a part of this is having to meet these kids where they're at and let them know, hey, you know, peel off the shit. Peel off the internet for a little bit so you can handle your business. Because now they're able to have the whole world in their fucking hands. All time, every motherfucking day. The world's on a 24/7, 365 loop. So how are we going to keep these kids from creating their own path? We don't want any more, like, all that think for yourself, be authentic shit. We don't want that shit. We really want these kids to think how we think. That's how the corporation's talking about the shit. You feel what I'm saying? I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Yes, ma'am. Always. Always. And I think that's important for us to understand. Like, that's how they think about us now. They got us when we were young. They got us on that shit. Now that we're in our 30s, going to our 40s, now it's like, okay, we got these niggas. Now we need to get their kids now. You feel what I'm saying? And that's how they kind of keep the loop, you know? Yeah, for real, low keys, it's the same thing. Like, let's peel away, because that these niggas have, like, I literally told myself, nigga, I'm gonna get what my granny used to do with me. I'm gonna get a dictionary. I'm gonna get a thesaurus. I'm gonna get a globe in the goddamn spot. Make these kids find some shit. We don't have Carmen Sandiego no more. These kids don't want to go nowhere because they can see everything through their phone and not realize the experience like that they had. And like, whenever I go travel somewhere, I'll be hey, get off your phone. I'm gonna take your pictures. You feel what I'm saying? Take your pictures, but I want you to soak some of this shit in and realize where the fuck you at. I can't take no, you know what I'm saying? Realize how privileged we are to do this shit. This shit is a privilege. Realize how privileged we are to just do certain shit. You just coming off, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just make them realize shit, like, you coming off in the house. I don't turn to an old head now, coming off in the spot. Wi-Fi connected when we hit the, you know what I'm saying? We in the parking lot, Wi-Fi cut on. Ooh, the Wi-Fi. Yeah, the Wi-Fi here, yeah. Shit's a luxury. Thought about cutting that shit out the other day, just watching the local channels. Real. We're gonna be in here watching Wheel of Fortune. Everybody cut their shit out. Yeah, I done went on the goddamn app. Cut that shit off for a moment. Yeah, we gonna watch Wheel of Fortune and solve puzzles, nigga. Fuck you talking about? Just like I used to do with my mom and daddy, nigga. We used to sit in that bitch and motherfucker me solve puzzles, nigga. Let's figure out what the fuck words is these. Okay, they got 4 T's on the board. Okay, goddamn. Yeah, these shit, they get your mind going. Let me get your mind for about 45 to an hour. And then I'm gonna let you back on your shit. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, niggas had to dial up. Could nobody use the phone? It was all type of shit. But I try my best to blend in that shit because it's important for them to be individual. And how I tie what I just said into what I'm talking about is this. When they on these phones, like, social media is somewhat social conditioning. When something becomes trendy and hot, everybody does it. Nobody's original no more. It's something on social media that peels away your authenticity if you don't be careful. You know what I'm saying? If you don't be careful, you're gonna find yourself being just like the rest of these niggas. Like, hey, I swear to God, I'll drop dead before somebody's look. Last thing I want to say, the last thing I want a nigga to say is that I'm doing something somebody else. Oh my God, bro, that shit bothers me. That shit bothers me. That shit really chaps my motherfucking highs, man. When somebody say, "Oh, you doing this," and like somebody ain't doing this shit, and then, you know, because I don't want to be no trendy guy. I grew up not knowing. Don't get me wrong. We done all did some trends, but at the same time, I'm gonna do this shit. But I'm gonna put my own little funk on it. You understand me? That's just the way I was. You feel me? What's up, Shan? What's going on? And that's the way I think about this shit in a off in a nutshell. Is this social media shit, like, for instance, if I go on there and I go viral for I can run out my motherfucking house, right? Run out my little spot right motherfucking now. Get in the parking lot in my drawers and be doing some wild shit and film myself doing it. If that shit become viral, everybody gonna be motherfucking doing that shit. You know what I'm saying? Then all of a sudden you get a bunch of copycats. You feel me? And then what? You know, then just, it's just shit like that kind of bothers me. That something that we gotta stay on top of. Even us as adults, it's just a way of conditioning. You feel what I'm saying? And it robs us of our authenticity. It robs us of our purpose. But when you align your authenticity with your purpose, you align with the divine flow. You feel what I'm saying? It's like I don't know how to explain this shit. It's like a stream of energy that leads you exactly to where you need to be. And you'll find yourself no longer chasing after external validation or success, because you understand that your path, though uniquely yours, but it's perfectly aligned with the universe's grand design. You understand what I'm saying? I love doing what I do, and I love getting the feedback from people. You know, if you feel what I'm saying. Um, a part of this shit is staying level, so you never begin to chase. And I think that's, in my opinion, that's the one thing that I've gotten since I've been on this journey of content creation, trying to figure this shit out, and also have been, having conversations with other content creators. Is I think a part of this shit is realizing that for it to be worth something, it gotta be authentic. Now, only a few niggas have gotten out here and bumped into some shit. You can kind of tell when niggas bump into something, they kind of look up and, they done found the little wave and they kind of bump into it. You feel what I'm saying? I pinpoint that because a lot of these niggas that put it like this: being a content creator, it automatically puts you in a position of being a leader, right? The scary thing is this: it's not everybody's made to be a leader. A lot of these niggas don't lead. They've been followers their whole life. So what happens when you give a person who's been following their whole life, or being a yes man or a yes woman their whole life, or being a dumbass and a doofus their whole fucking life, and you give them other people that follow them? Where are they leading people to? That's why when we see people who weaponize the audiences. I've had an audience weaponize against me at a certain point during this whole shit, and I've seen it. You feel what I'm saying? So it's just weird when you got people who don't know how to lead, and you getting people thousands of followers, hundreds of people. Now, where the fuck are they leading them into? Right? Because whether these niggas notice it or not, when you have the luxury of leading people, when you have the luxury of having people in the chats, even right now, I got 5 right now. So whenever I see a number, even when there's nobody in here, even on a video that I create that's an upload, it's important for me to at least give them something that they can take and move on with it, right? Sometimes I'm all, me, if you see me enough, I'm a funny motherfucker. I can get down with the best of them, and I have my own ways of being funny, and it is what it is. But I always want to give people something they can take, because every spent minute that you spend with me or anywhere else, you can't get that back. That shit is gone. This hour and some change that y'all have been here, that shit is gone. You can't get it back. But at least I can give you something, because when you also, as a content creator, this is a service. I'm doing a service for my people. You understand what I'm saying? We're going to have fun. Some topics are more serious than others, but for the most part, we're going to learn something, get on up out of here, and carry on with that motherfucking day. Some point of this, the way I crafted this content, I intend for you to grab something from this, whether you got to watch it back a few times or whatever, to give you, to take something from this and apply it to your life. The same way that I applied some of the things that I've been inspired by to my life. I appreciate it, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. It's important for us to take You get just that, and you get just that trail your energy boost. Wow. Thank you. I appreciate it. And you are too. And you are too. Like I always take something from the people that I've it's certain people that you cross paths with. You don't know why the fuck that you cross paths with them, but you cross paths with them and you connect with them in a certain way. You feel what I'm saying? And I think some of those relationships are you should be able to pull something from those. You feel what I'm saying? Nowadays, I think we're being conditioned to not fuck with each other. You feel me? For the simple fact that just the more they divide us, the more they can conquer us. You feel what I'm saying? Especially in our communities, right? If I can get him to dislike this nigga because he from over here, just imagine what we can do while these niggas over here fighting. We can be getting this over here and getting that over there. It's like a play action pass. You feel what I'm saying? I'm a football nigga, so the play action pass is a setup. You got to set that up. Everybody starting off, in the very beginning of the game. Everybody starting off in base. Whether if you run the offense, you starting off in the base. You in the 4-3 or 3-4 or 3-2-6 or 3-3-5 or whatever the fuck you in. That's your base. They need to keep running the ball. They keep running the ball. They keep running the ball. They run the ball up the middle, run the ball to the left, run the ball to the right. Like, goddamn, we can't stop this shit. We gotta find a way to stop it. So if you running something that's too safety high, now we're getting into some coach talk now. All my football niggas, come on with it. If you're running something that's too safety high, and your goddamn D line and your goddamn front seven ain't doing the goddamn job, guess what you're gonna have to do? Especially if they have a good running back, you're gonna have to drop one goddamn nigga in the box. Now you're running single high safety. Got your other safety, he down up in the box. Okay, now as an offense, nigga see that shit. Okay, we see the safety walking down. Okay, he walking down a little bit. Play action. Got their ass. Got them sucked into the play action. We don't pull the ball up. We don't hit them over the head. We got space now over the middle. We got space over here on the right side because these niggas got their eyes in the backfield. It's exactly what they doing with the entertainment industry. You feel what I'm saying? Low-key said, honestly, over the past few years of watching you on here, you've always been true to you. Exactly. And I appreciate that because don't get me wrong, I love doing this for my people, but I also love doing this for me. This is, for me, this is fulfilling. That's why I say it's a little different for me. I mean, every once in a while, I get on here with just freestyling, but most of the time, I just really want to give people a different perspective of what the fuck that we doing. But I appreciate that. But all this shit, in my opinion, is a play action pass. You don't walk the goddamn safety down. That goddamn nigga, oh shit. Oh, you ever seen me get caught? If you nigga play defense, you know what it feels like to get caught in the play action. Oh shit, he ain't doing oh shit. Now you trying to get back, it's too late. That's what I feel like they doing to our music, right? That's why even tying into where we are over here, where we can take Dolph or Mo3 or Nipsey Hussle or so on and so forth. So many motherfucking names that we lost. It's really a shame that we never got a chance to see these niggas grow. You feel me? I'm over here trying to press so many fucking buttons. But especially with the Mo3 thing, because it was a lot of people, a lot of outside external forces that kind of forced that part. We'll never get a chance to hear growth in a Mo3. Right? The same way that we experienced this shit with Tip. We see T.I. from where he was at trap music to where he is now. It's just different. You feel what I'm saying? From the fuck? Anyway, Low-key said that I believe that you have done lives with less than 10 people, and will still give 100% with your content on it. Oh yeah. You already know. You already know. We full steam ahead. I'm not gonna sit here and lie and say it hasn't before. But like I said before, that's in my opinion, that's a part of the journey. You feel what I'm saying? Is realizing like, shh, it's gonna be those times where you nigga be like, oh, I don't know, you know what I'm saying? That's because you're doing something new. Shit, I didn't know I liked broccoli until I had that motherfucker steamed. Shit, broccoli was nasty as hell, and after I ate it steamed, I was like, shit, ain't that bad. Put some butter on it, man. Put a little salt on that motherfucker. Put a little cheese on that motherfucker. Broccoli is okay. You know, it's like that. But yeah, it's that part. You feel what I'm saying? We done seen Jeezy grow. Jeezy put out a hell of a last album. Last album he put out, we done seen Zero grow. From him going through this shit, being depressed and doing that shit and just seeing it. Like we don't see our like that's a luxury that especially in hip hop, we don't have a lot of seeing our young artists grow. You know. It's I absolutely hate that. I wanted to see Mo3 grow musically as well as a man, known since a kid. Yeah. We don't see these niggas grow, man. Yeah, that be the what y'all look. Let's say broccoli. I used to have the biggest beef. Y'all remember? Hold on, somebody. All right, sorry about that. But yeah, broccoli was I used to smoke with I used to have smoke with it until that some bitch was steamed. Had a little season salt in that bit. I was like, Brussels sprouts and shit. Then you start, you know what I'm saying? So you'll never know unless you try it out. You feel me? But yeah, it's real nigga shit. But we don't get a chance to see people actually grow within their purpose. We kind of have an odd obsession with people getting knocked off their purpose and getting driven into some awful shit. You feel what I'm saying? Especially in the hip hop community. You know. Shan said, I was today years old when I was told broccoli was man made and we should be eating broccolini. Is that true? I'm going to put that on the list. We might, you know what? I got a list of strange news. Because I've been doing my strange news shit, Trill World Order, which is also on Trill Pill Digital. And I wanted to take a piece out and just look up some shit with y'all. So I don't know nothing about broccolini. I ain't never seen a motherfucking broccolini in my motherfucking life. So that might be true. But I just fucked up some broccoli the other day. I fucked up a whole little bushel of broccoli. Fucked it up. Steamed that some bitch to perfection. Buttered it down. Little season, salt, a little bit of that. Slap your mama on that bit. Ooh, they going fed. Going fed for life. I gotta find me some broccolini now. But hell no, I ain't never heard of no broccolini though. That shit sound like a rapper, you know. But but now that we've begun to walk this sacred path, authenticity and purpose, the journey is not without its challenge, but it is in these moments that the true strength of your soul is revealed. To stay the course requires courage, trust, and faith in unseen forces that are always guiding you. And that leads us directly into number 3. Shout out to the slideshows. God damn it. The Path of Courage and Peace. I never heard of it either, y'all. So we gonna have to look up broccolini. She ain't gotta bring us some broccolini now. You know what I'm saying? She owe us some broccolini. We gotta find bushels of broccolini around this bitch. Now this weekend, I'm gonna go grocery shopping. I'm gonna try to find the goddamn broccolinis now. I'm gonna go up to the lady. Excuse me, ma'am. Y'all have any broccolini, ma'am? Gotta put on your voice when you go to them little, grocery stores on the other side. You can't go into my goddamn. Let me get the broccoli. You gotta go in there. Excuse me, ma'am. I'm looking for broccolini. Do you have any broccolini? Like, do you sell it? Guess I'm gonna be in the grocery store. But anyway, part 3: the Path of Courage and Peace. Trusting the divine journey. Now, the act of creating your own lane requires more than vision and purpose. It requires an unwavering trust in the divine journey. As you walk your path, you may face obstacles, doubts, and moments of fear. But with each step, you are invited to deepen your faith in the universe's plan for you, knowing that every challenge is an opportunity for growth. Now, walking the path and purpose and authenticity is not, without a struggle. Like, it ain't without a struggle. So the world will test your resolve. The world is going to test your motherfucking thesis. And at times it will seem as though the road is too difficult. Like we just talked, we just talked about that. And too uncertain, but it's in these moments that you must remember that you're never alone and that you're guided by a force far greater than yourself, a divine energy that is constantly working in your favor, even when you can't see it. So faith is not the absence of fear or doubt. It is the ability to move forward in spite of it. And courage is not the absence of struggle. It is the willingness to continue the journey even when the outcome is unclear. So even when you choose to trust the divine process, you align with a peaceful knowing, a knowing that in every step, every decision, every challenge is a part of a greater spiritual unfolding. And when you have faith, when you realize that journey itself is the destination, we got to find a goddamn broccolini now. When you realize that journey itself is the destination, the peace that comes from trusting the divine path is priceless, in my opinion. And it frees you from the need to control every outcome. You kind of just learn to roll with the punches. You learn to embrace the unpredictability and to see each challenge as a blessing in disguise and as an opportunity to grow and evolve. That's how I've always seen this Trill Pill shit. Because don't get me wrong, like I said before, I know my content is dope. I know this shit is fly. I know this shit look different. You understand me? It look different. It sound different. If you ask certain, human beings, they haven't seen something quite like this. I'll try my best to kind of make it my own, but with being new, with being somebody that loves being creative, a part of it is, well, shit, you already, like, if you think about it, right? Let's say, for instance, I've been trying to find examples on the fly, right? If you walk the path everybody walking, right? Don't no motherfucking grass grow on that path. That shit have been walked down so motherfucking me much that shit, everybody know that path. They done cut through the little alley, cut through the little grass, and this path been walking down. But when you try to carve a new path out, you gotta before you can walk down that path, walk that grass down, you gonna have to get your goddamn weed whacker out or your goddamn machete out. You gotta chop some shit down. You know what I'm saying? So you are destined to meet resistance when you do something new. You destined to meet resistance when you have a different outlook on life or have a different perspective that most niggas ain't even ready for. A lot of these niggas don't like the audacity of human beings that don't fucking read to have an opinion on what niggas be doing when they really be on their shit. A lot of these niggas shouldn't even be asking. Like I be really offended when some of these niggas talk to me the way they talk to me, and they really be pissing me off because I can't get to these niggas in real life. Like I can't reach my motherfucking hand out and, you know what I'm saying, sock these niggas or whatever. Because like, nigga, if you really knew what you were standing in front of or knew who you were talking to, you wouldn't say that. You don't know what you're doing in the physical or in the mental or in the spiritual. You don't know. You just saying something behind a veil of a motherfucking screen. You don't really mean it. You see these niggas and you see the crowd and you want the crowd hyping. Oh, he's a real nigga, but you're not what real niggas really look like. I don't even know that there's I don't think there's anything, actually, that's not a look of a real nigga. You can't say what a real nigga look like. Like I said before, in my opinion, it's something that's spiritual. You can kind of just tell. You can kind of just watch and observe. You can fool niggas who don't do the signs or none of this shit. You can't fool the real niggas. You feel what I'm saying? It's not gonna be a lot of playing around. It's not gonna be a lot of hee and ha ha. It's not gonna be whatever the fuck you think it's gonna be. It's gonna be something that's real serious if it gets that way. It ain't gonna be a lot of front and a lot of faking like I'm just a super or whatever. No, it's not gonna be a whole lot of that because I already know what the fuck I can do, what I'm capable of before I can even see you. And if it's on that type of time, and by the time you see me, it's really too late. I'm on your ass. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be everywhere you at, like a Griff the bumper sticker. You from Dallas, you know them Griff the bumper sticker used to be everywhere. That's if I'm really on your ass, I'm gonna be on it. You feel what I'm saying? If I feel threatened, or my life is threatened, or my family's life is threatened, everything is thrown out the window. That's warfare at that time. You feel what I'm saying? That's just being a man. That's just being a protector. That's just being a provider. I have to protect what I created. So that's one of the things that God is also giving us, is the ability to do this. But when it's time to, you gotta activate. You can't say, oh no, hold on, I was just no. You gotta, but that comes with being able to grow and evolve. You feel what I'm saying? You gotta realize that these niggas just don't know. They just don't know. And once you realize that they just don't know, you'll figure out like, okay, well, let me dial it back some. You feel what I'm saying? They don't know. And then sometimes you'll forget that they don't know, and you'll find yourself trying to remind niggas or trying to tell niggas, but they don't understand because they don't fucking think like you. So you'll find yourself in a constant loop with fuck niggas that don't think like you. They thinking is really low. I don't have nothing but time to think for myself. I don't do shit but go to work and come home. Go to work and come home. Go to work, come home, read, do my shit. Make sure my babies is okay. And then when everything done, I'm gonna get on that motherfucking game and try to annihilate a fuck nigga on a goddamn console. You feel what I'm saying? Somewhere, before I go to sleep and pray. You feel me? But that's just the way it is. So I analyze this shit a lot of times. I just be watching shit, not for the entertainment, but to just analyze certain shit, to analyze chats, to analyze these niggas' reaction to how they do shit. Even some of the shit that I've been, if I was really a hoe ass nigga, I would have cooked half these niggas already with some of the shit that I've seen that's been dropped in my inbox just off of GP. A lot of these niggas would have been cooked. A lot of this shit that goes on even recently was gonna happen because it's just like you watching trends. If you watch people, you'll know what the fuck to look for off in this shit. And what happens, especially with this loop, if these niggas don't have no content to put out, then these niggas gonna start doing shit to each other. It's like I don't know. And it's not complex. It's not complex. I ain't one of them niggas that be like, "Oh, you gotta think of other." No, it's not. It's not complex. It's just you just gotta look at it for what it is. A lot of us realizing, and I just think at some point we have to do more than realize it and not give it the attention. But it's hard to when these fuck niggas is falling on their fucking face every fucking time because it's funny. I'll be the first to admit it's funny when you niggas who be so boisterous and so motherfucking, oh, I'm just this and that, and you niggas fall on your face. You've been talking too much. All of a sudden you got all the game and everybody got all the game and you know everything from water to wine and everything. Yeah, once you fall on your face, you're talking too much. You're doing too much. You know what I'm saying? And don't get me wrong, we all make mistakes, but some mistakes you can kind of see. Some of this shit you can kind of see before. Maybe I shouldn't, you know. So that's that what we call it, willful ignorance. You feel what I'm saying? That's the willful ignorance of us. To not, you know, we just it's fucking piss poor. But anyway, embrace its unpredictability and to see each challenge as a blessing in disguise and an opportunity to grow and evolve. And that's important for us to you know to do. Grow and evolve. We have to grow, we have to evolve. You feel what I'm saying? A lot of people that I grew up with, that I have to reintroduce them. I've had to reintroduce them to me, and vice versa. You feel what I'm saying? Especially if you're going through things in your life. You know, I'm pretty sure at this point in our lives that we've all been disturbed by loss and grief and certain shit that we can't control, that we fight on a day-to-day basis. So we go through a lot. We shed a lot of skin. We just get up and try to win every day. You feel me? That's what I do when I try to get up. I also, you know, I just know, like, nigga, when I leave that door, there's no guarantee for me to come back through that door. And I tell my kids that, and as dark as it may seem, it's the fucking truth. You know, so I try my best to keep that in mind when I'm handling my business. I try my best to keep that in mind when I'm going somewhere. You know, if I'm going somewhere, I have to go prepared. You know, when I'm, you know, that's just life. You know, so I think growing and evolving is a part of that. No, is when you start to notice that your time is precious, and you don't want to waste it with anybody that doesn't deserve to be around you. You feel what I'm saying? Perp said that they're not ready to their minds not there. Their minds ain't there yet. They gotta level up a little bit. You feel what I'm saying? And unfortunately for us, or maybe fortunately for us and unfortunately for them, is for those whose minds are ready to go on and move forward, and people who have found a passion in life and a passion and that passion and purpose is driving them to be great and driving them to spread, you know, whatever we trying to spread to put this game down the way that we put it down. We can't afford to wait for these niggas. Like, these niggas just gotta get running when the train start going. And if they latch on to something, they latch on. But shit, bitch, if you don't, goddamn it, shit, this shit, nigga, that's it. We can't afford that because we got too much to fight for. And my pops always told me, you know, when you're doing something that's brand new and you kind of going against the grain of the masses, you're going against the grain of society, you're going against the grain of you're going against the grain of a common thought or certain shit like this, the first people you're going to have to fight is your own. So even with doing this, even with the main Trill Pill page being about mental health and shit like that, that's when I first understood what he was trying to tell me when I was a teenager, because my pops is the type of nigga who he gonna tell you something, then that's it. If you ask him a question, he gonna say, Find out. He gonna tell you something and be look it up. That's who he was. Shout out to my pops, man. Um, shout out to him. He's 80. He's 81 years old. He's been on this earth for 4,000 some weeks, 8 decades of life. He was born in 1943, so from 43 to 53 to 63 to 73 to 83 to 93, 2003, 2013. You know what I'm saying? Just, it's a lot of game in there that I'm armed with that I haven't even scratched the surface with because it's not time yet. But for the most part, being able to, like Sarah said, being able to watch and listen, you learn a lot about a person, and you will. At the same time, you can't fault yourself for falling out with people that you thought were, sometimes you'll meet people, and then you think you're aligned on something, and then sometimes that shit fall through. That's just life, That's just life. Just hopefully we can take that and learn from it, because I think that's what's the most important, right? It's to learn. I always try to stay in the mindset of a student, because the moment I think I know everything, the moment I might as well die, in my opinion. It don't matter how much I know, how smart I am, how whatever. It's always gonna be somebody that know more, got more, do more. You feel what I'm saying? So my focal point is getting the information. I need the information, right? While I'm in this period of bubbling and finding out what works for me in this content space, and carving out my own lane in this content space, and trying to find people who align with this shit, and trying to combine my game with their game, and we conversing and spreading game to each other and learning from each other. And okay, I know that. Let me put this down. Okay, let me. I got you. You know what I'm saying? Like, we be gatekeeping each other from the game that we need to make it about this shit, and that's fucked up. I think it's very selfish for us to go through shit and not find ways to express ourselves, to explain and kind of give. I don't want to say that. Kind of not give purpose to it. I don't want to say that, but kind of give it some validity. You understand what I'm saying? It's fucked up that if I went through something, in my opinion, just being a human being, right? I'm just talking about just me being a righteous human being, a righteous black man. I would be selfish if I went through something, losing somebody, or something that happened, or the first time I fucked off a lump sum of money. Oh my God. You feel what I'm saying? Or something like that, and take like what I've learned from that, and not try to put it, you know what I'm saying, and not try to convey a message with it. Like that's just me. I can't help but to take some of the things I went through and try to extract a message from what I went through, and try to put it trying to find a creative way to, how do I want to get this up? Like, that's the fun part for content creation for me. It's like a puzzle. You feel what I'm saying? It's like, damn, okay, now we done went through this before in life. Now you want to tell people, what do you want to tell people about what you've learned from it? This is what I learned from it. Now, how we gonna take those things and create this out of it? And how we gonna make sure not only you understand it because you've been through it, but how they understand it, try to get them to, like, that's the part of content creation that's really unique. And that's the part that's lovely. Perp said sometimes you gotta leave people behind so you can get ahead to grow and stay on your positive path. For sure. So Sarah said that I'm blessed to still have both my parents, and they tell me to look up things and find out things as well. Yep, for sure. Shout out to your mom and pops. You know what I'm saying? Shan said, yeah, y'all blessed. Both my parents are gone, left a year and a half apart from each other. God rest their soul. My mother passed away in 2012. She was 55 years old. She passed away on her birthday on February the 10th. So I know, I definitely know something about that, and just something about what they leave here. It's been 12 years. Shit, 2012, 2012, 20. It's been 13 years since me and my big brother lost our mama, and we all we got. You know what I'm saying? So, certain life lessons, and I'm gonna say another thing is I get a lot of this too, and I guess this ties into the divine part, right? Is my mother was a creative as well. You feel what I'm saying? She had a beautiful mind, a beautiful spirit, a beautiful soul. She kept a journal. She kept writing. She kept. So I've been privileged to, like, me and my brother got different things from our mother. Yeah, yeah. Mother's Day is always hard. I think it's coming up too. I ain't realized till last week, and I've had the privilege of reading her journals, and a lot of this, what I'm saying, is unique in the way that how our minds are intertwined. You understand what I'm saying? That makes any sense? Like, reading her journals is like some of the dopest shit of all time, because it's like chronicling her day. She battled cancer. She had breast cancer when I was young. She had to get a mastectomy, and I went to school. She had lung cancer. You know what I'm saying? So just watching her writing down, and me and my brother, we always share journals, and we share what we got from these things that she left us. And I find myself doing the same thing with my content at times. So that's another intrinsic purpose of mine with this content too, is when I leave here, this should always be here. You feel what I'm saying? And I also want some content creators to also have that thought of, whenever you leave here, we don't know when the fuck we leaving here. Leave something on this earth that your kids can, if you got kids, or now if you don't have kids, just nieces and nephews, or just people that you fuck with, people that love you, can find inspirational, take on with their day. On the internet, for me, one of those people was Coach Dude. Me and Coach Dude will be, I'll be doing some shit. It'll be one nigga in the chat, he'd be Coach Dude, and me and Coach Dude will be on that bitch for hours just chopping it up. You feel what I'm saying? That's worth more than having thousands in the chat, just one solid person, and he always spoke life into what I'm doing, and vice versa. So when he passed away, it hurt. Although I never met this man before, I know he was real close to Trig and that squad over there. And shout out to Grown Men Talking. Shout out to Trig, Pooh Black, and Kimbo. You feel what I'm saying? Everybody on that side. Shout out to Double Up and everybody on that side. But it's different when somebody speaks life into what you're doing. And I've had moments to where he talking to me, and it was like overwhelming support. I'm like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Because I can remember a couple times, and I got to find this live. It's somewhere buried up in somewhere, but it was certain times I'd be like, shit, I don't know, Coach Dude. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I'm. And he'd be like, man, fuck these people. Y'all not Coach Dude. He'd be like, man, fuck these people, Trail. Shit. If you know what I'm saying? He just gave them words of encouragement, and vice versa. And also what he presented to us over here with having a sports show, having something that's unapologetically him. And he was going to be him regardless, not give a fuck what's going on. You feel what I'm saying? So I can easily draw inspiration from that as well. And that's another reason that's a purpose for me. Is like, if I stop Like it don't like it's bigger than just having subs and shit for me. It's about if I stop, I'll put everything that people poured into me, every piece of positive little energy, little thank yous and shit like that. I'll put all that in vain if I just stop. So I'm in a point where I can't stop, and I'm at a point where I don't want to stop, and I'm at a point where these niggas can't stop me either. And for a nigga who don't know what the fuck to do with that, I'm dangerous to them, and I pose a threat to them because they can't get me out. These niggas just can't find a way to box me out. They don't try to box me out. And I keep finding my way back in, nigga. You can't fuck with you can't fuck with it. You feel what I'm saying? There's a reason why I do what I do, and it's beyond the digital space. So since we're talking about the divine and universes and shit like that, and I'm not, real, rehearsed in this type of shit. This is something that I'm still doing the science on, with reading my mama's journal. Some of the things that she was talking about are different. She was also a very vivid dreamer as well, and I'm vivid in my dreams as well too. So, but beyond what she was going through, she would also write her dreams, what she saw in her dreams, and shit like that. And I'm able to do the same thing as well. And it's just different. I can't. So it's something I can't quite put a finger on, but it's just something different. It's something that you just feel. You feel what I'm saying? It ain't nothing that you can kind of buy. It's certain shit like you can't ask Chat GPT for this type of shit. It's certain shit that has a soul attached to it. You feel what I'm saying? A certain message that I can't explain it, but just the way that she was writing this shit down and she was so vivid with it, it's like, damn, I feel the same way too. I've been doing the same thing with this shit too. I've been experiencing all the same shit too. You feel what I'm saying? Like just noticing that some of the shit that she left, it's as if the shit be so cohesive. It's as if she expected me and my brother to read this shit once she passed away. When I read some of this shit, it's be like, damn, I'll look up. yeah, hey. I ain't the, like I said, man. I look up, say, man, it's hard to explain, but once I started doing that, and once I started to reconnect back to why I was truly doing this Trill Pill shit, I'm not afraid to say at a point in time I was chasing these numbers. I was trying to find my way into finagling some numbers and, you know what I'm saying, just trying to see if I can align myself with this person. Maybe this will help me out. If I align myself with this person, maybe it'll help me out. If I align myself with this person, maybe it'll help me out. And none of that shit worked. Only thing what worked is, no, nigga, that's not you. That path's not for you. These other niggas gonna try to align themselves with people to kind of balance their shit off and bounce they, whatever. But for you and what you do, nigga, like only you can do it. It's hard for me. Like, yeah, you can be off in the chat and it'd be 1,000 niggas in there, and niggas can say, everybody go over here. They can come over there for a few minutes, but if it don't resonate with them, they're not gonna stay. But don't be worried about people who leave. Be more worried about people who stay. You feel what I'm saying? So Purse says, strong-minded women, she left something to pour into your soul for keep, something that can't be taken. Yep, for sure. And at a certain point, my daughter's 16, she's 15, going on, she be, and she's a beautiful soul, and I see a lot of my mother in her as well, and she's purpose-driven. She's 15, she's on a golf team, she has a job now, like, it's like right in front of my eyes. It's like, God damn, I wasn't expecting this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, like she just ready. Like she just ready. She's like just one of the dopest people. Like just one of the motherfucking dopest individuals on earth. You feel what I'm saying? And it's like, damn, man. And I see so much in her where it's like, that's like that spirit. Like, even when cause I ain't gonna lie, sometimes I can be a little extra. You understand me? And she, and as smart as she is, she'll be the one to be like, Dad, you gotta relax, my nigga. Like, she don't say it like that, but that's how I interpret it. Like, she look at me like, all right, okay, all right. And my son has the same thing, and my youngest daughter has the same thing, and my niece has the same thing as well. It's a certain look that's like, oh, y'all, that's that mama look. You know what I'm saying? Me and my brother be seeing this shit, and be like, bro, it's some different shit going on, fam. There's some spiritual shit going on. How do you kids pick up on certain shit? And when mama passed away, they was young, but they got that off in them because it's in us, I guess. But it's just certain shit that's like, oh my God, bro, like what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Hey, it's just what it is. So it's beautiful. You know, I wouldn't have it no other way. You feel what I'm saying? And I think it's also important for us to carve our own ways, because if we have kids or if we have younger people that's watching us, whatever, they got to see what it looks like. Excuse me. A part of carving your own way is not just for you, but it's for people that's behind you as well. You know, maybe this trail pill shit never gets off the way that it's supposed to get off. I told y'all for a long time, you know, if I'm since the beginning, I'm gonna do this shit until I motherfucking die. I'm gonna always find a way to express what I want to get out, whether it be through the digital space. I'm trying to get into the clothing, you know, the retail and clothing space, trying to get off into just certain shit that I'm always exploring on my own. However, I gotta get this message out. I'm gonna do my best to get it out. Maybe it's not made for this shit to pop off like that while I'm here. Maybe I have to do whatever I'm doing and laying down the foundation and carving a new path, taking the machete, weaving out this shit and chopping this shit down so my youngest can come get this shit and pick the torch up and go carry this shit on. What if that's the key? What if and that goes back to what I was saying earlier, if I give up, what is the consequences of me giving this shit up? You feel me? If I would have chose to take my own life years ago, what would be the consequences that my children would have to bear from my sins? From what we do once we have children, once we have other seedlings and nieces and nephews and people who fuck with us, what is the effects of us quitting and giving up? Sometimes you got to take breaks in this shit. Ain't no wrong with a little break. Life be happening. Shit, trust me. I know life be happening, but you always got to find a way. Even if you ain't got to put it out to the public, even if you just finding ways and just, let me put pen to pad. Let me just do this shit. Let me just think about some shit. Let me just write up some, let me just mock up some shit. Let me just figure out some shit. I'm just, you know what? I don't know what I want to do with this canvas. Let me just paint a circle on that motherfucker. Let me just see it. Every day I'm coming to the house, I'm gonna take this little paintbrush and this little pen. I'm just gonna do something with this something until it becomes something that's. What if this is just the foundation for that shit? You know what I'm saying? Shan said that part. You know, I've been there, Trill. I used to vent to you about it. Yeah, for shit show. For sure. You feel what I'm saying? Like, in the end, creating your own lane is not just about charting a new course. It's about aligning your life with the divine rhythm of the universe. It's always a rhythm. It's a reason why we hit the electric slide on point every motherfucking time. It's a divine rhythm. We don't know what the fuck going on. We can be out in a total strangers. When they cut certain shit on, certain frequencies, nigga just get our body and nigga just move in unison. That shit ain't by coincidence. It's a divine rhythm. You know, it's a sacred journey of self-discovery, authenticity, and spiritual growth. And by trusting your inner voice and walk and being able to walk in alignment. What's up, Madamo? And walking in alignment with your purpose, you embark on a path that is uniquely yours. And that's a path that brings you closer to the divine and to your truest self. You know, I don't know what it's about, goddamn. But when they motherfucking cut on, they goddamn don't niggas' bodies just start moving like motherfucking nigga. Oh shit! I gotta get up and hit the electric slide, nigga. We gotta get up. And that divine rhythm may be so divine, you might see a nigga in a wheelchair start getting up and do that shit. All of a sudden, nigga can see. Nigga can walk when they can't. Nigga, ow. When you walk, when that shit come on, niggas gonna get up. Niggas gonna get the fuck up when that ow. And when you walk, the way you talk, you know. Hey, I don't know what it is, man, but niggas gonna get up, nigga. Fuck you talking about? I be riding something to say, man. Just ride by some real niggas. Just ride by somewhere we see some niggas at and turn that shit up off in your car and just sit there and look over there. Somebody gonna like be like, all of a sudden niggas gonna start moving and the electric slide shit. Oh shit. Give it to them. You know you gotta dip that shoulder, then you gotta hit that little, yeah. It takes over me. Yeah. Madam, I know I'm talking. Hey, man. Oh, when nigga hear that, nigga gonna be like, I gotta get up on the dance floor, nigga. This is something bad when they play that Juvenile back that ass up, just the way that our beautiful black queen just align on the floor to do that native maiden dance they be doing. We call twerking. It's a maiden dance. The way when motherfucking Southside the realest comes on, nigga just gotta do whatever he do. I'm gonna drop. If I hear that shit, I'm gonna drop everything I'm doing, and it's a way. It's a way. With niggas here, Frankie Beverly and man, whoa, it's a way that niggas just move. Boom, 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 boom. It's a way niggas gonna move. It's a divine rhythm. You feel what I'm saying? Madam O said, pop that coochie. Yeah, that's the maiden dance that women be doing. Popping that coochie is a maiden dance. Beware when they start doing that shit, because so yeah, Tootsie Roll. When in Tootsie, like I said, like look, it's certain music it's just a divine rhythm. So that's a divine rhythm of the universe. You don't know what the fuck it is. You can't explain it because you're not supposed to explain it, nigga. It's a divine rhythm. So by trusting your inner voice and walking in that alignment with your purpose, you embark on a path that is uniquely yours. You feel what I'm saying? It's a path that brings you closer to the divine and your truest self. Now, the road may not always be easy, and I'll be lying to you if I said that the shit is easy. You feel me? And the world may try to sway you from your path, but when you create your own lane, you tap into a source of infinite strength and wisdom and peace. And in my opinion, you become a living testament to the power of faith and purpose and authenticity. When you hear somebody like Madam O talk about her son. God rest his soul. You hear about Perp doing the same thing. When you hear about Shane talking about what she's been through, or anybody in life that we've been blessed with in this path of whatever the fuck we doing over here, you feel what I'm saying? It's a certain tone of authenticity that you can't duplicate that. You can't encroach on that. Like, you just can't do it. When you hear me saying what the fuck I'm saying about this shit, it don't matter what them fuck niggas say, they can't encroach on this shit, because this shit don't come from whatever the fuck niggas doing out there. This shit don't come from Chat GPT. This shit don't come from no AI model can duplicate what the real living soul, what a real human spirit really feels, and how they move within that thing. You got to motherfucking maneuver throughout this shit. Like, this shit ain't easy, nigga. It's not. It's just not. Whatever. And I'm always say this: pain, unfortunately, pain is a prerequisite for purpose. Pain is a prerequisite for purpose. A lot of times, most of the time, if not all the time, something happened to you that you felt pain. And if you are a human being, it's a little period of time where it's just weird as fuck. You just weird as fuck. You just moving out of frustration. But if you're blessed to make it out that period, when that smoke clear, it'll be you. It'll be a fork in the road. And I can either do this shit and be on all the bad timing, or I can either go this path. And this path may lead me to some more tears. This path is going to always lead me back to what hurt me, but I'm moving within a purpose. So I know, because I made this decision, I'm always going to come out on top. If I make this right decision, I know whatever I lost will not be in vain. Fuck what they saying. Fuck what it like, a lot of that shit don't fucking matter no more. Once you start moving with a purpose, a lot of that shit that don't mean nothing, all those extra anxieties and fears and all that shit, man, you won't give a fuck about that shit. What they don't like. I tell y'all this, you know me, I'm always breaking back, The moment I was handed papers for a divorce, I didn't give a fuck. Yeah, don't threaten me with, I ain't know, look, because in my mind, bitch, I already lost my mama. So I already lost my mama and my grandmama. I already lost the two most important women in my life. So me walking away from this is nothing. Yeah, it's gonna hurt. Yeah, it's gonna hurt. But one thing we not doing is begging for a bitch love. And I advise anybody out there, don't beg for nobody love. You know what I'm saying? Anybody try to play with you, try to play that little sick game. I want you to beg and all that, man. Fuck all that. I deal with whatever I fade, whatever spot I gotta fade in life. But one thing I will not, and I refuse to do, is be played with by anybody. You know? That's my mindset. Is I already lost my mama. I already seen my mama in a casket cold. The fuck? I already seen my grandmother in a casket cold. So that mindset alone, you should have known. Like, there's, you know what I'm saying? That's where that type of shit. You know, losing my friends and losing people that just mean everything to me. Getting them jail calls from my partners in prison. That's in the fucking that's in the motherfucking system. Getting them calls in, like me having to actually, like, that's part of the life that y'all don't see with me. I'm talking about it a lot, but I got friends and shit that's locked up for a good amount of time, and that's why I say, man, there's so much that's just riding on this shit. It's like having to talk these niggas through whatever the fuck they going through, having to talk whatever. If somebody reaches out to me, having having to do the same thing and not giving a fuck. I'm like, okay, well, yeah, let's, you know what I'm saying? Because it's not about um it's not about perception like that. At this point, off in the game, we've had the internet for a cool minute, and we know that to a certain extent, for most people, the perception will be the reality for most people, but not for the ones who choose to move a different way. And I refuse to move in a way that to let this shit kind of dictate what I do. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never had nobody. I don't know, man. Some of the shit that I see is quite egregious. If I had to use a SAT word, you feel what I'm saying? And you know, like Madam Mo said, big truth, passion fuels you. Yeah, it should fuel you. That shit is a fire in your belly. That shit ain't nothing. Say, man, that shit is not nothing. Especially when you start losing, like when you lose people, when you lose something that was so dear to you, and you made it through a little weird point of time, because you never quite get over it, but you always in limbo of, you know what I'm saying? You operate in a, like you operate different. I can't put a finger on it. I can't put a word, but you just operate different. Like, nigga, shit. As long as I'm here, anybody that try to do harm on me gonna catch hell, nigga. Point blank. In the physical, in the mental, in the spiritual, it's whatever. We fighting and we getting on all fronts with this shit. And we gonna line this shit up, and how it goes, how it go. Cause I got people on the other side that are going to welcome me in whenever it's my time to go. You feel what I'm saying? It's kind of like if y'all went out and watched Sinners, right? Great fucking movie. I gotta go see it again this weekend. Thinking about it, but Sinners at the end of that movie, you know, his love of his life was waiting right there with that little baby, and they lost the baby, you know. And when he was ready to go, when he was fading after he done got that goddamn meat chopper out and goddamn cleans, had them chop out on them crackers, you understand me, chopping them down, you feel me? He saw his love of his life. Like, that's the way I envision the ones who we lost. They on the other side, guiding us, protecting us. It's the reason why we recognize shit in a different way. You feel what I'm saying? I can't help but to see certain numbers. It's not at first I would think that seeing certain shit is a coincidence until the shit keeps happening and it's not a coincidence no more. Damn, somebody is trying to, and I've never been to like the just really spiritual or whatever. I kind of just been whatever, but it's certain things that you can't ignore, and you'll be a fool to ignore them. That's why this is a divine gift. I think we all have a divine gift, whether we keep bullshit in the middle of it to where we can't see it or not. But once eventually, life is going to clear this shit out for you to only to see what you're supposed to see. I can't escape seeing certain shit like I see it now. I just can't. I can't explain to you why. I can't explain to you why most of the time I'm up at 4:44 or 5:55 or 3:30. Like, I can't explain that. I don't have no alarm set on that time. I don't have nothing, but it's something. You just see shit. Shit might be on a bus, on a sign, on a motherfucking sign, on a goddamn. You may be minding your fucking business and see some shit like, you know what I'm saying? So that leads you, like, it's leading you to a path that, like, you need to go and see what that's about. Go look that shit up. I have to go look that shit up because I'm not proficient in that shit, but I have to look that shit up. I can't get away from that. You understand what I'm saying? I can't get away from that shit. And that's why the niggas who don't know are just going to be the niggas who don't know because they don't motherfucking know. You don't know. You seeing whatever you seeing, nigga, but you don't know, nigga. It's a whole, nigga. I may look alone in the physical, but if you had a different perspective, if you see shit how I see it, nigga, you know that you really going up against a plethora of goddamn, you know what I'm saying? You don't understand, nigga. It's a blender, you know, that you better step into. Like, that's just life. You know what I'm saying? And I walk knowing that I got more than just my footsteps along with me. And I talk like that, and I live like that. You understand me? And I obey those signs that I get. Shit only been happening for like a year and a half, maybe 2 years. And if you go back on the main Trill Pill page, I document that shit. It's a video that I got where I'm damn near freaking out. I'm on the way to work, seeing shit. I'm telling you, like, nigga, I don't understand. It's literally me saying, I don't know why I'm seeing this shit. I'm going crazy. I don't know why I'm seeing this shit. I don't know what the fuck going on. I don't know what the fuck? Why? This is shit that's been around me my whole life. Why am I just seeing it like this now? It's the fucking reason. It's only so many ways that certain people that you love, in my opinion, are going to connect to you. Like, you can't, nigga, you know what I'm saying? Like you can't ignore this shit. For sure, Madam O. You know, you can't. Reno said, already. Much love. You know, yeah, we back on a regular basis on these fuck niggas. And it is what it is. So we are definitely back in effect, back in full effect. You feel me? So make sure you subscribe to Trill Pill Digital. I'm gonna drop that link. God damn it, I gotta do some other shit, but yeah, I can't explain that. I just can't explain that. You understand what I'm saying? And I'll stop trying to I don't know, man. That shit is just like, I don't know, it's some of the coldest shit. And then when I start doing that shit, and I talk to my son, and my son is telling me about the dreams that he has, and we having conversations about certain shit. So it's like, it's something that's like through every, like, it's just something that's so dope. It's so dope. Like, it's so dope. But I can't ignore it no more. It was a point where I was literally trying to ignore the shit. I was just trying to ignore all the shit, but it kept popping up over here and over there. You know what I'm talking about? Like, I'd be in the car looking like, oh, I'll be at work in the truck, like, oh my God, bro. I look at the clock. God damn, why is it this right here? You know what I'm saying? I wasn't trying to look at the clock. I ain't look at the clock all day, but when I look at the clock, bitch is on 3:33. Why? Let me look this shit up. Let me read about these numbers. Let me try to do the science on this shit. And, you know, I appreciate it, Sarah. Please come back. But that's just the way it is. You know, I'm not gonna sit here and care with y'all about that shit. I ain't no miracle spiritual nigga. But say, man, I think some of the things through life is going to get you back to where you're supposed to be. And now that I feel like I'm back in the right mind, I'm back in the right creative space, I'm back in the right mindset to where going forward, I'm gonna try my best to convey in a better way what my message was. Because although my message never changed when I first came on the internet, not on the internet, when I first came to YouTube, rather, or just on the internet in general, right? Trying to create a different type of content that I've been creating. I wasn't in the right headspace. I was creating out of frustration. I was creating out of fear. I was creating out of whatever. And I've, don't get me wrong, some of those, like, if you on Spotify, it's some early shit on Spotify that I have to re-upload and find and get back on there. But if you type in the Trill Pill on Spotify or type me on Google, you'll find episodes of Trill Pill podcast from the early where you would hear my frustration. You would hear all that shit because I spilled it out. I didn't hide it from myself. I spilled it out. You feel what I'm saying? And from there to now, it's like, damn, I'm glad that we out of that dark spot, but I'm also glad that I created my way out that dark place. You feel what I'm saying? And if I ever slip back into that dark place, or whenever I feel like I'm going back into that dark place, I can always create my way out of it, knowing that that's gonna do me better than any bullshit that's out here. You know what I'm saying? Certain shit you just can't ignore. Like you can't ignore what your purpose is and what your and you and just you. Like I said in the last video, it's you in that mirror. Who the fuck do you see when you in that motherfucking mirror? What happens when you look at your own soul through your own eyes in the fucking mirror? What happens there? And whatever happens there, you'll know what you need to do. You feel what I'm saying? Trill P 6-piece special. That's music. That's I also got a lot of playlists too. Let me try to find that shit. But if you hit that name, if you hit where it says Trill Pill, if you hit that name, you'll see everything that I put on there. I think to look at it and see. But hey, Trill Pill 6-piece special. Hey, good music over there too. Like I say, I put this shit down so many ways. I just try my best to, when it's my time to go, I want to leave empty. I don't want to leave with no, man, what if I would have done that? What if I would have? I don't want to leave. So I also got them playlists on Spotify. I'm trying to get on Apple. I'm about to get a fucking iPhone now. Whack ass iPhone. Punk ass iPhone. But anyway. Man, Mo said, allow yourself to feel that there's a message in the moments. Hell yeah, it is. And I had to learn that though. You know what I'm saying? Like I had to learn, like, nigga, it's a reason why you feeling, you feeling this way about this shit. You know what I'm saying? There's a reason why you can't ignore certain shit. There's a reason why whenever you even try to do what them fuck niggas is doing, you always hit your fucking head because you ain't supposed to be over there, nigga. You feel what I'm saying? You ain't supposed to be over here with these niggas. This nigga can't swing no people off over your way because the audience is different. So everybody who likes certain shit ain't coming like your shit because it's different. It's just a little more, I don't know. It's a little bit less entertaining and more information and and more whatever. And sometimes it will be entertaining, but shit, everybody out here ain't made to be entertaining. I ain't I'm gonna take my hat off and tap dance for niggas. That ain't me. I'm not gonna show my ass. I ain't gonna. Trill Pill is an anti-crash out platform, baby. You know what I'm saying? At certain times, we're gonna get on your ass at certain times, but it's anti-crash out. Crashing out is something that you won't get here. You feel what I'm saying? That's just not what I fuck with. I like the information, and people who fuck with the information, people who fuck with what I'm saying, who resonate with what I'm saying, is gonna fuck with me. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. Where else I have my notes? God damn it. Yeah. Yeah. Like we were talking about, yeah, for shit show. Madam O, like shit, like I said, shit, they Nat Geo. Goddamn it. Sometimes shit, I wanna watch a motherfucking goddamn hyena get on the antelope. You know what I'm saying? Shit. But sometimes you gotta know shit. Some shit just stick more, and shit. Just the whole path you walk is a gift to the world when you really walk on that path. When you create with intention and you create with faith and you create with authenticity, it leads you to a life that is not only fulfilling, in my opinion, but deeply connected to the heart of the universe, things of that nature. You feel what I'm saying? And that's what I truly believe. Now, the next slide, you know me. We gotta close it out. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the goddamn slides and purposes and all that good shit. You feel me? Uh three things that you can kind of take, you know what I'm saying, is um your lane was not made to compete with others. It was made to complete your purpose. Creating your own lane is not rebellion, it's remembrance and return to who you were before the world told you who to be. And the path less traveled is often the one paved with peace because it's the one carved with your own hands and blessed by your spirit. You understand me? So those are just some original quotes that, you know, my motherfucking pen is on fire. You niggas is in trouble now. You niggas is in trouble. Real niggas is aligning and waking up around this bitch. I really would advise you niggas to just stay over there and do what you do. You know, because we needed you during them little years since we've been over here in this community, been over there in that communities and being in these communities. We needed you niggas, and we need you niggas to provide the entertainment for the kingdom, nigga. But real niggas is back on them, and niggas is getting in line. Like the goddamn stars and planets is aligned on niggas. We better start eclipsing some shit. That's why when fuck niggas be like, and I will say this: some of y'all conversations are recorded. Look, y'all got some. Look, what them niggas be talking about? Man, nigga Trill Pill, man, nigga got goddamn, and nigga got goddamn too. He done been over here for goddamn 6 years. He just not getting 2,000. He got the new page. He just getting like 120. Well, how the fuck? He ain't never had. He ain't no. Yeah. Cause I'm the truth, nigga. I'm the truth. I'm something that metrics can't measure, nigga. I'm something that this whole construct of views and follows and shit, I'm something that them fuck niggas can't measure, nigga. Certain people are something that these fuck niggas can't measure. You can't measure the reason why niggas ain't got all this and that, but niggas is all this and that. Cause nigga, you can't measure this shit. This shit is beyond your motherfucking understanding. Fuck nigga. You don't understand it. You never will. You're not supposed to. You know, your purpose is, you know, is just being the entertainment. When the goddamn kings and queens and people who are of importance get done with doing whatever they're doing for their day, now we need you to come be the court jester. We done got popcorn, chicken wings, and things of that nature. Now we ready to see you niggas dance, nigga. Dance, nigga. Get on your head and do a spin. Slap the shit out that bitch and go hawk down that nigga. We need to see your information. Oh, your boys got mysteries off in your history. Oh, you taking drives. Y'all niggas going cross country just to have sex. All you niggas is freakos. All you niggas is freaky ass niggas, freaky ass bitches. Oh, we need to know these things so we can sit back in our own congregation and just, man, did you see that shit? Can't believe that, bitch. You see that nigga over there? Can't believe that. That's how it be. You know? So we need you niggas to do it. And if you don't want us to talk about your ass, just don't do the shit. Shit. If you don't give a fuck, turn up, nigga. Shit. You know? Hopefully you gonna find hopefully you'll find your way. You know? Hopefully niggas will find their way. You know, hopefully, if I just happen to do it, get a slip up or something, because I ain't perfect, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, I hope niggas hold me accountable the same way we hold you niggas accountable. That's the only way as a community. But some of you niggas are just too far gone, and I'm trying to, whatever, but according to Madam Mo, man, she said, fuck y'all niggas. So Madam Mo said, fuck y'all niggas, and goddamn it, it's fuck y'all niggas. I don't know what the fuck else to say. She said, fuck y'all niggas. Y'all know how it be some niggas that be trying to do some shit. And it's always one nigga be like, man, I don't know. I'm that nigga like, man, maybe we can save just a couple of them, Madam Mo. She grabbed a nigga by her ear. Get your ass. Get your ass over here, nigga. We can't save them niggas. Damn, we can't save them. I'm the nigga gonna have to pull back. Maybe the vampires ain't the nigga. Get in here, close the door. First of all, nigga. You know what I'm saying? That's just my kind heart. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, but that's the blessing of being aligned with niggas who can see that you see. That's how teams work. If you niggas ever seen a team concept, everybody can't do the same shit. Everybody can't be Dirt. Somebody got to be Jason Terry. Somebody got to be Sean Marion. Somebody got to be Deshaun Stevenson. Somebody got to be Jason Kidd. Somebody got to be Karan Butler. Somebody got to be Pages. Somebody got to be JJ Barea. Somebody got to be. Everybody can't do the same shit. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I can see something that somebody else don't see, and vice versa. You know, if I see something that Shan see, I'ma tell her. If she sees something that I see that I don't see, she gonna tell me. Same thing for Madamo and people that really fuck with me. Is it certain shit that it is what it is? You know, Madamo said we in crucial times. You know, we gotta be intentional with that energy. Iron shoppers on, you fucking right. Nah, for real, Shan. You left. That's who I am. Get your ass over here. That's Madamo grabbing my motherfucking ear. Get your ass. No, we can't say them niggas. It's fuck them niggas. Because them niggas ain't shit. They ain't. They can't. They ain't and they can't. Get your ass over here. You feel what I'm saying? Like, that's okay. Okay. All right. Okay. You know. Keeps niggas out of trouble, man. You feel me? Keeps niggas out of trouble for real, for real. You feel what I'm saying? For real, for real. You know. There we go. We done went back full screen, you know. But that's how it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's one thing that we can't be afraid to do is put each other else up on game. If we see something, if we know something, like the whole reason, even for me starting this Trill Pill digital page, yeah, it's Trill Pill digital. It got my stamp on it. It got the logo on it. It got whatever. But there are a few people that I fuck with. You feel what I'm saying? That, you know, I feel like we gonna spin the block. We're gonna spin the block in a different way. We gonna spin the block. You know, we ain't gonna come back in the same car and the same license plate, nigga. We just gonna do it more strategic. You feel what I'm saying? People who have, in my opinion, have valuable information, valuable content, valuable things to say to the people. But maybe I gotta be the catalyst for that. You know what I'm saying? So while niggas is dealing with whatever they're dealing with, goddamn it, let me be the catalyst. So if you thought shit was over with, it ain't over with. We gonna get back on these niggas' ass. Pause. You feel what I'm saying? Because little do we know, like, this world needs us. Somebody out there needs us to say, it ain't all gotta be shit like this. It ain't all gotta be, you know, whatever like this. It can be some different shit. We just need the real creative people and the people who really got that divine energy back in the spot and back in the mix. We already know what we'll be up against at this point. We just need them back in the mix. That's all they get. And we ain't got to all agree. We ain't got to all whatever, but we got to all be on one accord as far as removing these fuck niggas. Just, you know what I'm saying? Just, we got to start fighting these niggas off in every realm. You feel what I'm saying? In every realm. Even in music now. I see this shift happening in music now. That gimmicky shit is not gonna keep you, you know, it's only gonna last for so long. You know? One thing about the truth is the truth don't need no sugarcoat. The truth don't need no extra shit. It's just cut like it is. It's Peruvian flake. It's uncut. It's raw. It's just there. It's just it can't, you know, once you niggas keep stepping on the shit, that's what keep happening now. They keep stepping on the work, keep stepping on this content game, and now it's just oversaturated, diluted. The fiends say, Goddamn, the shit ain't hit like it used to. Now they gotta add the Fent killing niggas. Now that shit done went too far. So now we gotta bring back the original shit. Now we gotta go find a new plug with the good shit. Put the right shit back on the streets. That's all. They hitting weed with the spray packs now. Fuck all that. Let me get that home. What happened to niggas was good with corn and motherfucking granddaddy Kush and perp. Now niggas got supercalifragilistic butter pecan smelling weed. Like, nigga, they don't even make weed to smell like that. What the fuck? You can spray some shit on. Now all these niggas on spray packs. It's a documentary on spray packs too. Y'all watching on YouTube. Very interesting. For all my weed heads out there, y'all niggas rolling up big backwoods. Whatever happened to Swisher Sweets? Y'all niggas done got too good for Swisher Sweets. That's why I can't trust you niggas. Shout out to Above. Much love to you. But these niggas done got way too big for Swisher Sweets now. Above them. These niggas is rolling up the biggest backwoods of all time. Above them. I know if you've seen them. I know some niggas gonna try to walk up to you with the backwood breath. I know. You walk outside, you see her above shit. Let me go ahead and mac on that. Let me go ahead and try to finagle my way over to above. She looking good. I know she be doing squats. I know she look at her shoulders and shit, arms. You feel what I'm saying? Then he rolling up the biggest backwoods of all time. You don't never seen around that motherfucker. God damn, man, how much do you gotta smoke? I be in my chat. Now, mind you, I'm on the restream, so I don't know what side y'all on. I got 2 YouTubes going on right now. So we're trying to funnel energy to the Trill Pill Digital. So make sure you subscribe to Trill Pill Digital. But that's all I'm saying, Above. You don't see these niggas. I know, man. Come on. I ain't stupid. See, the other niggas the other be playing around, man. You know what I'm saying? I know some of y'all ladies in the crowd, some of gonna try to run up on you with the backwood off and just wasting weed, man. Look, I don't smoke currently right now. I haven't smoked in a cool minute because I'm a commercial driver and I'm a real nigga. So I like to keep my money in my pocket. And if I don't keep my commercial license, don't know what I'll be doing. So we got random testing. So, I got that goddamn pristine piss. So that shit got a goddamn, platinum sauce. You feel me? Yeah, it stink. Niggas just wasting weed. Nigga done put a whole, you know what I'm saying? See, that's why I say about them trends. Nigga, we Swisher Sweet niggas. My Swisher Sweet, we ain't never too good for a Swisher Sweet. At some point, niggas done got too good for Swisher Sweets, man. Niggas done got too good for the white eyes and Swisher Sweets. But they want you to put them backwoods in there. Like, if niggas want an extra big blunt, niggas just go get the big Swisher Sweets or the big Phillies or the big Optimos or go get a leaf. Go get or one of them. I don't know when backwoods became so popular, but I just remember seeing everybody wanted to put us, I'm a Swisher Sweet nigga whenever I do start back smoking. If I do. But okay. Hold on. But yeah, man. That's all I'm saying. I done got off she done said Rick Ross looking ass nigga. Hold up. Let me find this goddamn link for Above, goddamn it. Above will be over there making motherfucking say, man, if y'all niggas need, tell y'all something, man. Raw cone. Yeah, get your raw cone. If y'all niggas need like a motherfucking some workout gear, all you gotta do is find a goddamn t-shirt. Above gonna make a motherfucking whatever the fuck out of a motherfucking napkin. You hear me? She gonna get the goddamn sewing and shit. And I watch her a lot because I like to watch creative people. You feel what I'm saying? I like to see creative niggas get creative with shit. You feel what I'm saying? Like, how the fuck she gonna turn a t-shirt into a motherfucking, how the fuck she gonna do that? She done took the goddamn corner of the motherfucking, made that bitch asymmetrical with the motherfucking slide down the shoulder. We need to bubble on the Met Gala shit. We need to get her to the Met Gala. Make some of that Met Gala shit, cause these niggas yesterday like a goddamn fool. But yeah, she done made some shit. She done turned to motherfucking nigga done turned to motherfucking Bubba done walked the motherfucking Michaels. She done walked the motherfucking Michaels, or she might got a fabric plug. She done turned some shit. And she done waved the bubbling flashing wand over some shit and fucked around and came out with some throw shit. And I fuck with that. You feel what I'm saying? I fuck with that, most definitely. You know what I'm saying? So I just like creative thinkers. I like creative people. I like creative, like, y'all don't understand, bro. Like, do y'all ever watch like how like the best producers make beats? That shit is magnificent. It don't sound like shit when you hear them putting together. Once they put it all together, that shit like, god damn. That's how I feel like about people who are creative with whatever they're creating. It might not look like something in the beginning, but once you start to see the vision, you feel me? You start to see the vision. Niggas wasn't dresses. They had Shaboozey. You know what? We gonna take a little short divot here. They had my nigga Shaboozey. That nigga look like goddamn. Hold on, man. We gotta see this shit. You know what I'm saying? We can kind of dive into the true world order a little bit. You feel me? They had my nigga Shaboozey looking like a goddamn, I don't know what the fuck they had that nigga on. But they look like they trying to get that nigga, man. They trying to get that nigga booty, man. Pause. They trying to get that nigga, man. They trying to. You can kind of, boy. They try to get that nigga saved, man. Saved, man. Here that boy go. That boy look like goddamn Kung Lao. He got the Kung Lao hat. We on Benedict Fur. Shout out to Benedict Fur. You feel what I'm saying? My nigga had the Kung Lao, nigga. It's the hat. Now I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you what first thing popped in my mind. You already know I'm a video game nigga, so yeah, let's get the goddamn comparisons up around this bitch. This is what I thought about this nigga. That's how he looked. Like this nigga. Work with me. Work with me right now. We just that nigga. He looked like that nigga. Can y'all see that nigga? Can y'all see that nigga? That's who look. That's who that nigga. That's who it reminded me of. Motherfucking Kung Lao, nigga. You got the Kung Lao hat, nigga. Say, man, nigga Future cut his hair off. They said the nigga Future look like Wanda Sykes. They said the nigga Future look like Wanda Sykes, fam. Oh, Jesus Christ. Niggas ain't shit. You feel what I'm saying? My nigga Future cut his hair off. He is a whole different nigga now. You know? That's some of the funniest shit of all time. And y'all don't see my nigga Future out here has made some of the greatest music of all time, man. My nigga Future, I was just swear. We gonna pray. That's what we gonna do. We gonna motherfucking pray. My nigga said, fuck it. You understand me? My nigga said, fuck it. Fuck the old nigga. I'm on the bitch. You know what I'm talking about? Nigga said, fuck this shit, nigga. I'm gonna get the nigga. Just give me the Wanda Sykes, nigga. Give me the Wanda Sykes, nigga. Give me the Wanda. Give me the Wanda Sykes, man. Wow, dog, that shit is amazing. But yeah, that's what niggas. That's what that nigga did, man. They got the nigga up all them put Shabozy back up. Ooh, analyzing Shabozy. So this is why we gotta get everybody off in their right spots. You know, we need Madam O to gather the people together. She got a message. We need Shan to gather the people together. She got a message. We need everybody to gather their people together. We got to get above it to the Met Gala. You feel what I'm saying? Everybody got their purpose on it. Look, cause look, man. This what happen when you don't get above it to the Met Gala, man. You got niggas like this, man. See what happened when we don't let these look. No. Look, Madam O, we gotta get them together now. You know, like you said, I got to get people together. They at the asylum. I told you earlier, look, they keep running past the gun line. I can't. These niggas keep going past the gun line. The minute I think I got these niggas right here, they keep. What is so I hear niggas feet pitter patting. But we got to get this. So, yeah. But, yeah, shout out to Shabozy, man. But you know what happened to the last nigga that tried to do some country music? You know, we heard the Old Time Road. Next thing we know, he was throwing that ass in the circle for the devil. Pause. So they trying to get my nigga. They got him out there with some. I don't know what the fuck that is, dog. They done threw a church hat on that nigga. You feel what I'm saying? So, you know, that's funny as hell. Madam O said, man, free will. Believe who they are. Believe who they showing you they are, not who you hope they become. Right on. Amen, God damn it. That's motherfucking right. Yeah. That nigga out of line. Turquoise Grill. They said the last nigga who did some country shit, we done turned him into a demon. Now half the nigga face don't move. Oh, Lil Nas X done did so much foul shit. Half his face don't even move. He done freaked off half his facial nerves, nigga. But anyway, you know, we done went over our extended time. It's about to be 10 o'clock. You know, that nigga Lil Nas X done freaked off his facial movements. That's fucked up. Now, what I have next, all right? What I have next is do I even have that shit queued up? What I'm trying to work on right now. Let me get this shit. Let me get it straight, man. Let me get this shit straight. Is you know, it is Mental Health Awareness Month, so you know I got to do my due diligence with this shit, but I'm gonna do it in a different way. As you may know, you know, or may not know, I'm doing this next. All right, Sound Minds, Black Music, and Mental Health. I'm gonna try my best to comb through five music genres. You gonna have blues and gospel, rock, hip hop, and some other one. I'm still trying to work the shit out, trying to layer it up to kind of be cohesive. But Sound Minds, Black Music, and Mental Health. I don't know how many parts this would be. I probably break it down to maybe 3 parts, going further. But you know, I'm gonna try to do that. You know, I feel like, you know, I always try to make a contribution to to the culture, as they say. So that's what I'm working on next. I'm working on that currently as well. So, but off in the meantime, as you can see, if you can put your phone up, or if you're near a TV, put me on a TV. They put your phone up for this QR code. Let me show you how the Trill Pill is interactive. Something that these niggas not doing right now that they gonna steal eventually. So when they steal my shit, just say Trill Pill did it first. All right. That's why I tell the women when I do some shit like, you ain't never had me do this shit before. I mean, yeah, bitch. So you better know. You better no. Anyway, if you see me on a TV, if you have an alternate screen, an alternate tablet, an alternate phone, flip phone, goddamn walkie-talkie, if you can put this shit up on there and put your current device, whatever the other device, up to this and read the code on there, that code is going to take you to a Linktree page. It's going to have everything that's Trill Pill on there, all the way down to everything I'm on, every social media site, everything, even my ceramics. I got to update my ceramic page. I got new ceramics I got to put on. If you would need for a nice looking piece of ceramic, I got you. You understand what I'm saying? I got some certain pieces of art that are one of ones that only I've fucked with and hand painted, crafted. You know how a real nigga does that, and they going. So I would advise you to get you one. You understand me? So let me see if I can show off what I'm talking about. Let's take Shabuzi off the screen. Get your bitch ass off the screen, fuck nigga. And then let's go to my Instagram. Let's go to my Instagram. Share the screen. Yeah, I gotta do it on Instagram because Twitter, you fucking around and see some wild shit. But let me see. Here we go. Let me so I would play the music, but I can't play the music. They're gonna copyright the fuck out of me. So you can see right now, you know, I'm taking you on a journey off the con. Ooh. Now all these is hand painted by yours truly. You feel what I'm saying? That is called Love to Death. Those are ceramic jars, ceramic whatever. If you want to use them for jars, if you want to put some flowers in them holes, you want to put your money in that shit, do what you want to do. But this is simply pieces of art. 2 of them have already gone. But they, you know, these are one of one. This type of shit that I'm doing. All these is hand painted. This nigga cold as fuck. But anyway, those right there, they going for the 40. You know, my price is set in stone. No going up, no coming down. $40 will get you one of them sent to you your motherfucking way. I also got the ceramic cups. If you need a, you know, shout out to Cupcakes. Cupcakes bought one of my ceramic shot glasses. I do have those going for the low. You feel what I'm saying? Probably about $5. I don't know how much. I'm gonna say $5. You know, somebody said I can go get a plastic cup for the store. Well, go get you one, fuck nigga. But if you want something that's a little bit more different, it's a little more creative, you know what I'm saying? And you know, I'm just gonna put that up there just because I'm thorough like that. But but yeah, so that's just something that I be doing on my other times when I'm not on here. I'm always, you know, whatever. So if you need one, hit me up. You know, I might run a little goddamn in the. Hey, I get you 2% off, $1 off that bitch. You feel what I'm saying? But because those are handcrafted, you know, hand painted, I do have to, you know, whatever. But for real, you know, it's so many ways to support the movement, you know. But yeah, and I had to crop that picture too, so you can only imagine what that full picture look like before I turn that shit into. Yeah, you understand what I'm saying? Trill Pill has always got something up his sleeve. You feel? I'm gonna keep that shit up. You feel me? Also, man, shout out to my boy Tony Snow 214, man. Go tap in with him on the goddamn Twitch. You understand me? Dope individual. You feel what I'm saying? If you like Twitch and the Twitter, if you like intelligence, uh, comedy, and a bunch of other trill shit, you might tap in with the motherfucking bro. You understand me? And from time to time, we be doing our gaming shit. We gotta, link back up. Not link back up, but turn that shit back up. But yeah, man, I look, man, I'm gonna put a smile on y'all's faces. However I would do it, man. You know what I'm saying? This guy right here, this just the multiverse of Trill Pill right here, man. You see this nigga? Freaked out. Y'all don't even want to know how that real picture look, but I got him appetized. Yeah. That's funny as fuck. But yeah, I'm gonna keep it up. Fuck yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it up. Make sure. Oh, matter of fact, before when I close this out, I got y'all here. Make sure you go follow me on Twitter as well. Let me run this shit across the bottom. Boom, boom, boom. In case you don't get the QR code, you just look at the bottom. Let me run this shit too. Now, every once in a while, I'll be doing my Trill Spill with Trill Pills. I'll be usually doing this shit while I'm at work or on the way to work. Just certain thoughts I'm getting off my chest. Also, Trill Pill Digital Video Game Therapy will be available. We doing this shit on Trill Pill Digital only and on the Twitch, so you can kind of get to both. If you fuck with me on that note, you feel me? Trill World Order will be coming back soon. That is my strange news show. So if you want to figure out about the world biggest okra plant, or why niggas is doing sperm racing, or why a woman got 3 titties, Trill World Order houses that is my show where I completely take the rails off, completely take the boundaries off. It's whatever the fuck happens and whatever the fuck goes on. If you are in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, if you are in the goddamn region, you feel me? One-of-one furniture restoration. Don't throw it out. Give us a shout. There's also a QR code on that as well. So let's be intelligent and use our phones for more than just watching freaky videos and doing a bunch of lewd and lascivious actions. Put your QR code up on there. Also, you can hit brooksg953@gmail.com. It's gonna take you to what you. If you got a little chair, a little table that you had to put a Bible up on, the little piece of brick, little piece of cardboard to get it sturdy, send that shit to my motherfucking brother, man. He gonna get you right and put a piece of funk on it and make it a one-of-one, in my opinion, and his opinion too. Dope with the shit. You feel me? It ain't just me, it's us around this bitch. You feel me? So one-of-one furniture restoration. Now, also, if you are a person that likes the old school blogging style, if you are an avid reader, and I have to show niggas this shit before I close all the way out with my song of the night. I recently got on Substack. Now, Substack to me was brought up to me like, bro, you should kind of get on Substack. I think you would fuck with Substack. And I said, the fuck is Substack? Not another motherfucking social media site. Shit, I was tired of it. But the fact that it's very different in a sense where I'm an avid reader, so and I'm an avid writer as well. So I write a lot. I just like writing. I don't know why, but I just like writing. And if you fuck with, writing and things of that nature, I'm gonna send you here. Not here. Let's get him off the screen. Let's get Muppet Trill Pill off the screen and put this and put it right there. So it's more of like a original blog type of site. You know what I'm saying? It's really dope. If it's really dope. So as you can see, I already have a few things up. Sometimes I'll take my notes and restructure them up in think piece form or rewrite them, or I'll take my notes and put them all together, or try to whatever, and I'll put them together and make a very interesting piece. So, last time we did the mirror and the myth. A lot of times I'll take my summaries of what I say, like this video. I'll take a summary of it, and I'll write a summary of it, the important points, and I'll make it a think piece, and I'll put it over here. So it's kind of like some of my catch notes and things of that nature. So real dope shit. Real dope shit over here. Like I said, I'm doing a lot. I am doing a lot. So when people say, "Oh, you consistent," I'm doing a lot, nigga. Shut the fuck up, fuck nigga. Get off of YouTube and hit the QR code. Fuck nigga. You hear me? So, the power of creating your own lane, get free, power of a smile, all that shit is right there. That's where it's housed at. So that's what this is. The prescription by Trill Pill. If you didn't know, that is that on Substack. And then I think I don't have anything else. Hold on. Let me see. Hold on. You ain't trying to see what? What you not trying to see? I ain't trying to see that. What you mean? Hey man, I'm leaving this guy up. And like I said, man, that's about it. I appreciate everybody for stopping by. Stayed over an hour and some change of what I intended to, but it is what it is. Sometimes good content just rolls, and you gotta roll with it. You feel what I'm saying? And so I appreciate everybody that stopped through. I appreciate everybody that's post this on the wall. Which one you talking? You talking about the Substack? Because I think for some people, the Substack is dope. You know what I'm saying? It's not as controlled by certain shit with as far as the mother niggas and Instagrams and Twitters and all that. It's really for people who really like to lock in and read some shit. So I appreciate everybody who done stopped through. Appreciate it, Shane, Low Key, Madam O, Above Trap was in here earlier. Shout out to Trap. Sarah Perk was in here earlier. And shout out to you, whoever you are when you watch this, and whoever offering them motherfucking me bushies. You feel me? Okay. The writing on the wall shit. Okay. I thought you meant we going to the oh, you mean shit like this. Okay. I'll post that to my wall. You know what I'm saying? That's a funny ass picture. I'll post it to my wall for sure. Appreciate it, brother, for enjoying the show. Yeah, turn your goddamn notifications on, and catch the next one on time. And then, one thing that I'm gonna start doing that I have to get better at, is something trying to get back into we back into the mix of shit, is I want to start getting y'all involved up in this shit. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm gonna start dropping the link to the restream and things like that. I'm gonna start. It is restream, so I don't know how it's gonna look with y'all phones and whatnot, but it is what it is. But I'm gonna start dropping links so we can really facilitate important conversations that are going on, especially when it got to do with culture. Because most of the time, I'm going to be trying to tie that shit into hip hop culture and have we look at it through a hip hop point of view, because we are hip hop, we are the culture, we are all this shit. So they don't have none of this shit without us. So that's why I'm doing the sound minds and shit like that. But I'm really, doing more purpose-driven content, and I think it's very important for us to have these conversations, especially because we dealing with, like, it's kind of like I kind of see this shit like being in the eye of a hurricane, right? In the eye of the hurricane, it's kind of calm, but everything else is around, like it's shrapnel and shit like that. So we got to really get to the eye of the hurricane and really see this shit from the inside out because this is our culture. That's the only way we see it is from the inside out. So, but I appreciate you stopping through. You understand me? I know you probably got to go to the gym and get your goddamn duck walks on. You understand me? Shout out to you and the duck walks. We gonna end the show. I'm gonna post this shit. I'm gonna get that ready right real quick. Madam Mo. Thank you for everybody for showing up, man. We gonna leave the show with some vintage Dallas shit, man. Niggas be talking about, oh, I'm a real Dallas nigga. Ooh, all this extra shit. Well, let me see how Dallas you niggas really, really are, man. We gonna get a goddamn musical selection. These niggas gonna flag the fit, but I don't give a fuck. I ain't monetized on each channel quite yet. Where do I want to go with this? We're gonna leave out. Oh, man, tripping. Let me get my NPR on. If you want to support the platform, this is how you support the platform. Cash App, $sign MINDYAMENTAL. If you would love to support the platform in that way. Thank you. All right, that's it. Now, we're gonna get Dallas. Here we go. My headphones cut on and then cut off. The hell cut off, then cut on. Hold up. Shout out to Bluetooth. I do believe a black man made Bluetooth. I don't know. Might have to fact check that, but what the fuck going on with this shit? Anyway, this time we end the show. That's the most song. Let me stop stalling. We're gonna end the show with a musical selection from goddamn, my D gonna pop. Where the fuck am I? These niggas. Goddamn, boy, they gotta put the goddamn trusty around this hoe. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Now, we're gonna plug this shit in. We're gonna leave out with a little bit of Rally Boys. We're gonna take this shit back to Dallas, Texas for real, for real. We're gonna take this shit back to the Rally Boys. Crawl before you ball. If you don't know, now you motherfucker know. This has been a hell of a show. I'm ready to go. We gotta go do something else. This is the Trill Pill. I love y'all. Monumental. Be monumental. Stay trilling here. Most of all, stay in the trill. Keep them fuck niggas out your circle. Fuck them, we ball. What else I'm gonna say? Yeah. Whatever. Rally Boys, cry for your ball. I'm out of here.
From a sack to a bird, from a dope house trap when I started from a curb. Niggas didn't wanna see us, now it seems like they heard. Bitches didn't wanna speak, now they tweet for the dick. Niggas showing us love when they used to talk shit, but I forgive and steady live, cause y'all can't take nothing here. We all in since the day I begin. It's in my blood, spirit of a thug, nigga tattooed on my skin. Life in the fast lane, hustling for more change, either from this music or this non-stopping dope game. From crawling to ballin', Mr. Mr. Lomax, shot calling on the cellular, telling her to get her ass on schedule. Make it this way with my dash and A-dash. Don't forget my yak and hay sacks, cause we go way back like 8 tracks. Pushing funk out of downtown. Now everybody southbound. Coming down with your mouths wide now. CP got your body. Now the whole South is riding. But I got the whole studio cloudy.
You got to crawl before you ball.
Ball till you fall.
Play up, we gon' do it all in this game.
That's right.
Cause that's the way shit goes. Ain't no time for thinking slow. You got to crawl before you ball. Ball till you fall.
Play up.
We gon' do it all in this game.
That's right.
Cause that's the way shit goes. Ain't no time for thinking slow.
I'm dodging killers and feds, jacking Jamaicans with dreads. My calico's busting back, but getting put in the red. I took a look at the game before I stepped on the field. I observed rich niggas that ran with G's that kill. Playboy, keep it real, have some dreams to make meals. Rolling Billy, Continental, living houses on hills. Cause asking me for a front, so you can flout them hoes. It's either pay me back my cheese or get a bloody ass nose. See, that's how the game goes, ain't no friends or no foes. For them birdies that don't trap niggas be putting kick down. Just talking about taking mine, I'm leaving chills in your spine. Like Malcolm, I got the AK, take your peeps out the blind. If you think that I'm lying, I bet your mama be crying. Trying to come up too quick, that's why your ass has been dying. I've been down for 10, I made G's and stacks. Trying to ball before you crawl, boy, you never do that.
You gotta crawl before you ball.
When you do,
ball till you fall.
Play up.
We gon' do it all in this game.
That's right.
Cause that's the way shit goes.
Come on.
Ain't no time for thinking slow.
yeah.
You gotta crawl before you ball.
When you do,
ball till you fall.
Play up.
We gon' do it all in this game.
That's right.
Cause that's the way shit goes. Ain't no time for thinking slow.
I got to keep my mind right because there are times like these. I got to bother weed, blow some four hoes and enemies. Cause chochos be dropping like rain. You can't be stopping game around here without that popping it, man. We chopping game, nigga, like Leatherface. Fool, I couldn't thought of a better place to put it down from. Players be drowned up. In pools of ice, you lose your life. When you start that jacking, what shooting at the fools be like? That nigga that packing.
Give me life and luxury. Nothing but the best. If I can't ball, Mr. Officer, then let a nigga rest. For the love of money, niggas will do hella wrong. Especially when they think you got your major cash on. I got my game from an old school knucklehead. Put me down with a hard ounce, 38 holding legs. Be about your bread. Listen to what that old man said. From the game that he spit, that's probably why I ain't dead. Too much game on my head. Fuck them cops, fuck them feds. Niggas heard what I said. Roll like the mob and do our job and keep the shit cracking. Real niggas make it happen.